Good evening. Good night. Good morning. Good afternoon. We are the Titans. Boy, may I tell you, brothers?
Yes.
Boy, may I watch over the whole weekend here, sir. May I tell you, say the place is a goddamn disgrace. People are ball left and right. I know them have homeless people, brother. Andrew evil, you know. Andrew them run out and tell the people them say poverty cut.
Oh yeah.
And right now them a plan. Dead man came out and say my plan to go. Them want to build 14 shelters. Cause the place the amount of people. Them are tell like on people. Say people Belviavis. Him say people now carry people with them suitcase and put them out in a ocean for to live on the street. Wherever you have them foolishness, brother. This is garbage. And then the next thing, you know, like it. The police apply the magazine. We say Magla run out. And, you know, say when you have videos, you can stop it. And then take still pictures and draw them up, right? Clear them up. And you say under a bag. Because them came out, you know, and say under clothes it was a black bag.
Yeah, man,
that fly. That guy never even chat to the youth them when them stopping at the car. Them want to kill them. Jamaica not turmoil. And Andrew only still a go around, you know, when I play a thing and make a laugh. But it's serious. He go cut the next round, here him a cut the ribbon now. One more ribbon upon them. It's unsustainable, you know, brother.
Really?
It's a piece of shit. It's unsustainable. So tonight we're gonna whop him. Not too like it.
We have to whop him. You know, because this guy behave, you know, as if, so well, then Jamaica belongs to him. And everything that coincides with Jamaica, him rule over it. The law, people, everything, you know. So, I want to know what kind of dictatorship him exhibit. Because I'm certain also Jamaica is a democratic country. You understand? That have democratic law. But what we see happening in Jamaica, nothing look like democratic at all. Democracy get executed by Andrew and this guy, Gladstone Green and Dushan Chivadi and the rest them. Yeah, with democracy was overthrown to the extent where they execute the democracy in the country with corruption and lies. And so when we come in at the hot seat on a Thursday night as the Titan brothers, yeah, you know we come to take control of the situation. You know we have to talk about the corruption and the lies and the deceitfulness and how him tricking society left, right, and center. From last year, the man I tell a barrage a lie, you know, my brother. Lie on the economy, lie on crime, lie on the census, lie on unemployment, lie on poverty. This man lied till it look bad. No, half a tree square was one such place where him execute the coup as it relates to what him said. Him not calling the general election until him certain same can win. So, me never hear that yet in my existence in a life, a prime minister. Yeah? An incumbent prime minister going into a general election and up until the 9th hour, basically, him a make them speech. So you know him steal the election.
Of course.
You know what him say? Him not calling the date until him know same can win. And this, all right. And this was just a couple days before September the 3rd. Yeah. So you know this guy was carrying out some hanky-panky mechanism behind the scene, along with Tadpole Green, along with Dishan Shabadi, along with Big Mama and the nastiness them from the archery, and along with some PSOJ guy who aid and abetting. And you know him use some little ordinary people as foot soldier to execute the corruption. And so we have to hold him accountable, my brother. We can't let him go. We have to work in tandem with the Integrity Commission.
Yes.
And we have to work in tandem with the judiciary. And we have to work in tandem with this judge who rebuff them claims as it relates to where them want to delay the process. I yield back the floor, my brother. Tonight, mad enough people.
Yes, just on the vein, the same vein, relating as it relates to melting pot, speaking about our democracy. It is important for us to preserve that level of democracy, lonesome. Because I tell you something, as it relates to the history of Jamaica Labour Party, as we know it, that it is not a party that deals with education in terms of educating our people.
True.
And that is one of the many reasons as to why, right, the Jamaica Labour Party, from, if you study the political history win, right, always attack our education.
True.
Right? From 1954, right, and as we speak, as it relates to Royal Reid, right, now buckling a court case as it relates to what he had done with the Ministry of Education. And what this tell you that if you have a political administration, lonesome and melting pot, that doesn't see education within its focus to educate a nation, then that is where we are losing our sovereignty. Because an educated nation is one that is going to build a center. Because remember, every single economy, globally speaking, build on the middle class.
Yes.
Build on the backs of the middle class. It is the middle class that one would classify to be the core engine of the economy, because the middle class is the working class. They are the one that pay most of the taxes. Right? The nurses, the doctors, the teachers, society. Exactly. So the building block of an economy built on the middle class.
Yes.
Right? And so then any administration that push right against education,
yes,
then that administration totally not wanting to develop the nation. If you notice the People's National Party as it relates to democratic socialism, that is one of the reasons why Michael Manley emphasized right on education. Emphasize on education to the fact that education is imperative, right? Vitally important, you understand, to build a nation. And so then Michael Manley break down those barriers, right? And created free space within the education system that one could educate themselves up onto university, right? Which bring about, many successful people during the Michael Manley time, breaking down that barrier, right? And I mean, we don't need any form of lantern to be lit to see that Andrew Holness is running a banana republic, right? This is an administration that majority of the members of parliament within Andrew Holness administration, right? They are corrupted. They are corrupted. We have seen all the signs and all of that, right? That show you definitely that this leader is corrupted. Gone beyond the point where he believes that he's emboldened, right? Doesn't even making any effort to hide it, right? Because where does common sense dictates? Where does prudency dictates if a prime minister is going to make a speech or advance to have, right, the illicit enrichment within the Corruption Act, right? Want that to be removed, then what is going to hold politicians accountable? Which leader who want, checks and balance and transparency would want the judiciary to get rid of the Corruption Act? You understand? It is crazy. So I am saying that if the Prime Minister is not thinking to say, okay, all right, I cannot do this because people, they are going to look at it that I am corrupt. If the Prime Minister is not coming to that reasoning of self, or I would say an introspection, right? Really challenge himself and said, you know, I can't do this because how does it look? It is going to appear as if, you know, I just want to just rule over a corrupted government. And exactly that's what it is, right? If you're going to advance in terms of, right, pursuing to move the corruption act that deals with illicit enrichment. Where are you going with that? Wow, what is the brain? Where is the brain power of the Prime Minister? So these are the things, these are the signs that should show the entire world, right, both locally and in the diaspora, that this government is indeed, right, a government that I would call a kleptocratic government, you understand, along with its administration. It's crazy people, right, very crazy. But guess what? A lonesome is here, a melting pot is here, a mystic sensation is here, and many more. You understand? Who are in this space is going to hold this government accountable. We'll be continuing to call them out, right? And we are making sure that we are correcting Big Mama. We are correcting Emily Shields. Not to do any spinning around here. Not to fool the people around here because you are eating out of the trough. So we are here in this space to educate and inform our people. And I yield back.
All right, you could start right away now, because we have to start walk them same time in a better.
Yes.
About it. 1 a.m.
Start packing because you are going.
All right, so we're up. All right, so we could deal with, you know, one is come out and a mark with, you know, people. And they're showing it unsustainable with what the man do, right? The man sustainable. Now, dead man came out. I'm going to play with dead man, say people. And dead man, you know, I'm come out and tell you, you know, how much people and what them are going to do it. Unbelievable. Just the other day we have election. And only stand up front of the whole of Jamaica and in the diaspora. And make you know it's a poverty cut when we know say not do nothing, brother.
Right.
Poverty cut. You can't have so much people going up on the street now have nothing. That name extreme poverty. Watch this. Watch this.
So everybody,
Good morning.
morning.
Why must you have to have a child if you are poor to have a house?
Why?
Get a house, a food for
No,
the poor
no,
house.
no.
So people remember the subject, you know. Jamaica go on and it booming and we not see it, the economy mash up. We not recession. You shall say why if you have a child, if you're poor, if you forget the clothes, right? You might tell her something else, but at that the people them tell her she forgot breathe. Listen.
Don't deal with food for the poor house. So I
Food for the
can't
poor.
respond to that.
I mean, need a house and I apply and they tell me that I have to have a child.
No, who you apply to? No, no. Who you apply to?
Over there, and they said
But Bible, I'm melting pot. You must share like share fall. Shh. Who you apply?
Yeah.
they don't have a channel. I can get you.
Really? I don't know anybody could tell. I'm not saying you're lying, but that is not the policy. That is not my policy. That is not the policy of
That is not my policy. So, well, on. You hear this?
the
Continue.
government. So the policy of the government is once you're registered as a poor relief person, and once you qualify, once you can find the location. Yes?
Yeah, from when it was local. What?
When I was mayor.
Yeah.
Eh.
And you guys asked about the furniture, them were the upper 6 to 12 Mulangs.
Oh,
Good morning, residents.
morning, everybody. How are you all doing this morning? All right, I come to spend a little time
Them people look on this, so they call shelter too, no? Look on the shelter too.
with you this morning too, and then after you finish, we bring in the other people and thing. All right?
Yeah, big people.
Christ so real to me. I love.
No, look on the place, look by like a basic school. And then what them I do to the people, them for just feed them, you know, big people, you know. Them have to sing for them supper and not sing to Christ. For them a Rastafarian or some other faith. Them worship some other faith. You can't do this. Look here.
God will give us the victory. Many people doubt him, but I can't live without him. That is why I love him so. To me.
Okay, guys, so after 2, I am under the rock.
After 2.
1, 2.
I am under the rock. The rock is higher than I. Jehovah guides me. I'm under the rock. Go tell my enemies I'm under the rock. Jehovah.
At our table, Lord, the air and everywhere we go. These creatures bless and grant that we may.
It's a disadvantage still in a brothers.
Okay. I want everybody to come in, but
At this time, before when I do this fire, you know, that little plate of thing here, with the slice of bread and a little cup of thing here. At this time, I got through them not have it. Yeah? And it multiply. Me think them say them cut poverty in half.
bring it orderly. I don't want no pushing and nothing like that, okay?
Yeah, that people, no pushing. That coming like a basic school, you know. But we are go basic school back in the days, they hear no pushing. Big people might tell this, you know. Hear this.
So give them the sandwich again.
Sandwich. Look at
Thank you.
No, yeah, man. This is the first part of the thing. Come.
Thank you. Take time.
Next one, come.
No, thank you.
All of you here this morning reside on the road. Some of you are residents here at Murray Atkins. We have 2 locations here at Murray, one for the female and one for the male. And we know why we have to do it, because in times gone by, some of the males forget their circumstances and want to do other things outside of what the regulation speaks about.
regulation.
So we have done that separation. I am here this morning because of concerns that have been raised, and we see it for ourselves, about some of you who hang out around the Supreme Court around King Street. I was there last night with some of you, and I listened to your concerns. Some of you admitted that, well, you know, you don't go to the shelter, you rather stay on the road. One man who And the police know those of you who are operating illegally. But I'm saying to you this morning that the conditions around the courts is not something that we are going to tolerate much longer. You can all do better. One of the things that some of you said to me last night was that the reason why you stay around there is that people pass and come and give you food to eat. The same food that they give you that don't taste good, and you dash it around and nasty up around the courthouse. It's one thing that you are out there, but if you're keeping the area clean, it won't be bad. Because we have...
Dead man, for have big people like this step on them face out there, that alone terrible. But if you keep it clean, it wouldn't be bad. You hear this? This a government minister said this to the people. Eh? This telling the desperation of the country, yeah? Tell me I tell you this and Jonas. Continue.
They may have to wash it down. We have to do all sorts of things to keep it clean. We are making an effort. And I'm here this morning, we are here to talk with you. Because we're not using any brute force on you.
Yeah.
We're not taking you anywhere, go park, you know. I am saying to all of you who are out on the streets, and let me tell you something, I was impressed last night with the level of conversation, right? And the quality of the English that some of you spoke. Some of you talk better English than me. And it's not all of you are in difficult circumstances. But I am asking
them in a difficult circumstances. When them can't pay rent, can't find food, that them have to take a sandwich and I sing I am under the rock and real. And then say prayer to get one piece of dirty thinking bread and a cup of tea that speak hungriness, that speak poverty. Continue.
Asking you to work with us for us to improve the conditions, not just around the courts, but it is important that our courts, our judicial system. So I am giving all of you notice that we are going to be putting some steps in place. We are not going to allow any more gathering around the court and nastying up the place. So we're going to be working with you as to how we're going to get it done. And let me say to those of you who are dealing in the drugs, any of you who is in the drugs can be a part of the system.
So brother, so you know send them in a rehab. Eh? And rehabilitate them. You hear this? Continue on.
You and the police will have to deal with that, and the police don't know.
You hear this?
We noticed a couple nights ago, some of you set fire behind the courthouse. That is unacceptable. And I make no apologies about it. We are going to do what is necessary to prevent it from happening. I've been patient with you since I was mayor. I have treated you good. And Mayor Swaby, I've been treating you good. But you're pulling us now to the edge. So listen to me. We have facilities. So we know those of you who are around there, and we are going to start to make the arrangements to get you into the shelters. We cannot afford to have any more of you sleeping out there, because over the last couple of weeks, the police have reported an high incident of abuse to many of you who are sleeping out there.
That's why them for police the place. That's why we want projects where them can live. You see this Byron? When I take note, you want to see
Yeah.
that one? All
Yeah,
right.
man.
Last night when you told me that some young boy pass and stone and bust up on our head and all that sort of thing, we cannot afford for that to happen to you. We have place in downtown for over 2 years ago. One of you was set on fire by 5 young boys. Them they are prison now, I do long prison term. Some of you used to sleep at war theater. Them used to use stone and bash on your head in. I don't want that to happen to any more of you. So I'm going to ask you to work with us. Work with us to correct the problems. Those of you who have mental health challenges, based on the survey that we have done, we know, and we'll be working with the Ministry of Health to assist in that. So I am talking to you as family, as friends, that we need to do better. Last thing before I make the mayor speak to you. This habit of we're not allowing persons to come to bring food. And when you get the food because it's not cooked good and it smells bad, you dash it away.
Everybody, the minister have said a lot. We allow you to have a bath. We allow you to have change of clothes. And we seek medical help for you. We take people to KPH and those things. When you're on the street, sun come burn you, rain come wet you.
The police officers them sometimes have challenge dealing with some of you.
I got something.
Right? Hold on.
So make it talk.
Hold on. So hear me. We have to give and take. Right? Let us give and take.
So him edit this to the people. A dead man edit this. Now play our prime time news, but my brother them chip in for what them see already. This will show you the state of the country. This will show you the state of the country. Right, lady?
Yeah, and it's a bad look, you know, very bad look. Because I mean, homeless situation in Jamaica, we know it exists from long time, yeah. And I mean, I think that even downtown, yeah, where we know as the city center of Jamaica, basically, Dead Man Mackenzie, a film constituency that for a mighty long time, but he has never seen fit to address the situation, yeah, and nip it in the bud and have it under control from it start to escalate to the point now where him said them use round the Supreme Court as them dwelling area. Yeah. Because the Supreme Court supposed to be a respected house. Yeah, and you're supposed to keep that surrounding relatively clean, and you know, you don't have homeless people using it for a space like a shelter. So him Dead Man Mackenzie is at fault, and him wait till when it reach crisis proportion. You see him a run out now. This should have addressed long time, because we know this situation downtown Kingston. It started up at Ward Theatre, as him rightfully said, and now it spread all the way down to Supreme Court. Yeah, but you see, this government, you know, is a government to only talk about things when time it get out of hand. So you know, there's a reactive government. It's not a proactive government. You understand? Because I know there are a lot of lands that the UDC know about that they could have built a proper shelter. Yeah. And then now you house the people them there, and then you assess the people them who need mental health care, you make them get that. And who can go back into proper life, you give them a little home to start them off. But you have a shelter where you keep them and you process them from there. Because I'm not saying them should work miracle and just build houses like that, because you have to process, because every one of them out there can be able to you know, take care of a home. Some of them gone. But you have to do the weeding out process and know who for mental health assessment and people where you can rehabilitate back into society. But we know them government don't really deal with rehabilitation. Because even at the penal institution, you know, rehabilitation at that them go to find out. But we see the condition. Yeah. And the condition deplorable. So we know a lot of suffering are going on in Jamaica. Yeah. And it is bad. And when I say bad, it's extremely bad. Because you hear him say some of them speak better English than him. So you know people will have, you know, vocabulary ability. You understand? And a dunce are people who have been through the system of going to school, coming from a home, but fall for hard time based on how the country are run. I have never seen this level of homeless people assemble in a Jamaica in a just one little tiny place. You understand? Because back in the day, we know would have termed these people as mad people. Because we never have homeless situation right way in Byron.
Exactly, you're right.
People when they dep on the road are people who have mental issue, you know. You understand? But as you can hear, most of these people are people who are capable enough of having a home. Yeah, one lady say, should I like to have kids, but she don't know where to live. And I mean, she explain her situation. So I tell you, say she as somebody where shouldn't even be out there so to undergo certain abuse as a female. So the government lacking in social welfare. Yeah? Social welfare as something where Jamaica lack in terms of, you know, rolling it out there in a meaningful way. It's all good and well, you know, when you come up with a framework, you know, but you don't put it into policy, where you make it happen for real. You just come and talk about it. Yeah? And this is what we know them good at. Just coming out and speak on a topic because it is a sore eye in a society. But that is not addressing the problem. The problem needs funding. The problem needs social worker going out there, you know, doing one-on-one, you know, discussion with these people, finding out them situation, and then get it into the relevant authority, and then them supposed to act on that. Build some houses and rehabilitate some of the people who capable enough of returning into society, just need somewhere to live. But then again, where the work is,
So
got them going out.
Pat. So we ask them,
Yeah.
I'm going to let this man in a more you put it in a too. So we ask the government, because remember I'm saying cut poverty in half. But the road them full,
Right.
the whole place full, brother. I'm going to tell
The
you
whole place full.
this man and continue. The whole place full. Now play some of that.
Yeah, the whole place full. Yeah. So we are talking about social intervention. Yeah.
Yeah.
That must be looked at from an aspect of rehabilitation, right? And who need to be assessed for mental health issue, they must get that care as well. You understand? And then now, just like how in the UK, when them are rehabilitate, you know, you have the job center where you go and them find you some little job and all these things, you know. Because I say you can't just put people in a home and then that's it. No, them need something to sustain them life. Or else them go and go back on the road because you can't stay a yard, you know, to survive, you know. You have to go out there. Where survival is, you can't stay a yard and just survive off of weather around you because nothing there. You already consume it. So you have to go back on the road. But when you put into place a system that you also help to get them into workplace, yeah, it will give them that incentive to neutralize back themselves in a society and feel good about themselves and how they are living. Good. So a lot of things need to be addressed, you know. Good. But better late than never. let's see if the framework, when draw up, they will act on it and make it a policy. But I know Swaby is there, and Swaby is a man for the people, and a man coming from a good place. So I know he will have some good input going forward. I yield back the floor.
Yeah, my brother, Byron.
Yeah, yes, Melting Pot, powerful points that you have mentioned there. And I am going to just work parallel with some of your points, but I want to come from a broader picture for us to look at it. And where I am going as it relates to the economy. One of the first things that we have to understand with the Jamaica Labour Party government that keep on coming out telling people that his administration is the only administration that doesn't borrow a lot of IMF loans. Well, where am I going? Now, the consistency of the Jamaica Labour Party borrowing IMF loans, right? And what we call, right, certain trickle-down effect. When you borrow X amount of IMF loans, right, it comes with what we call austerity measures.
Yes.
And why am I going there? Because these austerity measures help to crush several social programs that the government have, which of course will affect, right, what we are going to talk about and what Melting Pot and Loan Somebody spoken about. So it goes to show you that this government, right, being lying to us, and under an IMF austerity measures, right, depending on the amount of loans that this government been borrowing from IMF, right, it crushed several social programs. Now, for me, this is where I'm going. As it relates to what is the upkeep of these social housing, right? How the government, ensuring that these social entities has the amenities, the appropriate facilities to deal with some of these homeless people. Where am I going there? When Wayne and myself and Melting Pot look and see how the government treat the penal system, the way how the government treat the penal system, are we to ask if it is a reflection in terms of how they are treating these social housing? Because when you look at the conditions of some of the prisons, right, where the roof seems to be falling out in patches, and several times prisoners are complaining about the harsh conditions of those penal system. So I am looking at it from that perspective to say that if the government cannot maintain a proper penal system way, how are they going to maintain these social entities, you understand, with the adequate amenities and so forth? Now, where I'm going to extend this argument to is that corruption impacted negatively several of these social programs. My Jamaican people, when you look at the entire essence in terms of the corruption and where Andrew Holness administration is concerned, you're talking about the Auditor General is saying to we Jamaicans that Andrew Holness administration, right, misappropriated $3 trillion. In the same breath, we are talking about our national debt is $2.4 trillion.
Yes. Mm.
And so then, what corruption had eaten out through nepotism, cronyism, and skullduggery also affected these social programs.
True.
And again, because guess what? There is not much that is going to splinter down to all these programs and make sure that these programs being preserved, running properly. And let me ask the question, what is the government plan as it relates to over time dealing with the high level of dependency of how many people now, right, increasing within the social program space what the government effort should be doing is to work, in a very meticulous way to reduce the dependency.
True.
By creating, employment, to make sure that the economy, is thriving, and so then that ripple effect in terms of, because when I look at it, my Jamaican people, isn't that the Prime Minister's, according to what we said earlier, that the Prime Minister told Jamaica that he reduced the poverty level from 18% to 9%. And this is the reason why you can't have, like, the Planning Institution of Jamaica coming out, parallel with the Prime Minister, telling lies, giving these fictitious figures, because guess what? The reality of what is happening is going to catch up on them.
True.
And this is what we are seeing. How can you, so let me ask you a question. How can the poverty level reduce from 18% to 9%? And yet at the same time, we have so much people, now going into social program in terms of depending on social benefits. How is that increase? And yet someone have to make it make sense to me. Because if you are reducing poverty from 18% to 9%, a 50% reduction, we shouldn't have been seeing the increase of the dependency of persons depending on social programs.
A matter of fact, Byron, put it even worse than that. Them up on the street, them haven't gone to the program yet. Them look at the street. Day by day, flood the road now. Now have no house, no food, nothing. Them all survive. Them not live, brother.
So I am saying,
yes,
that is not how good governance dictate. Because again, the amount of corruption that involved in the Jamaica Labour Party, it takes away from preserving solid social programs. Remember, again, Andrew Holness corruption crushed the road act that would deal with, you understand, that system, that through certain process of collecting, would have money to fix the roads. Andrew Holness scrap that and put that now in the consolidated funds so that he can get to rob the money. We can't put it any better. You understand? So that the road act, you understand, cannot be single item being audited. So then if $15 billion was in the road act, and you have 3 billion comes out of it, the auditor can go in and say, okay, all right, 3 billion came out of the road maintenance act. The road maintenance act.
Yes.
And so then, just for Andrew Holness to confuse the entire system, he scrapped the Road Construction Act, and now just consolidate it into one fund. So anytime you take money, you understand, the auditors cannot go through and find out that, okay, all right, money missing from the Road Maintenance Act, or the money missing from this, or money missing from that.
Yes.
So this is what he has done. The level of criminality. And for Desmond Mackenzie to trust me, it does sick to me.
Brother, don't move. I'm going to play our next video with that now. We'll come on TV and then we'll go down to the meet. Phyllis go down to the meet and watch this.
Yes.
Assistant Inspector at the Poor Relief Department of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, Dr. Camille Hudson, says a recent survey conducted across the parish has confirmed a spike.
We are still counting because there are some persons who we have missed, who we know were not on ground. But right now we have approximately 155 count. The ratio between male and female, we can...
You never had that like that before?
See for about 55 female and the rest are male.
Dr. Hudson also expressed satisfaction that after 4 years, work will soon begin for what is expected to be a new home for the homeless.
For right now, I can smile to say our drop-in center in Linstead work will be on its way as early as next week, as I was duly informed. because coming into World Homelessness Day, we would have been wanting to ascertain where we are, where we'll be going. And that other building that you have alluded to earlier, we could not have done anything. Yes, it was given to us and we were told in a particular writing, but the lawyers now are signing off to say yes.
All right, so I want to show you one more thing and make you continue, brother. It has spike. The man said poverty gone down. We're not supposed to see no spike. And that we are talking about around here. So look on this again. Watch this. And hear him.
Assistant Inspector at the Poor Relief Department of the St. Catherine.
Sorry. Come back that one there. One. Let me go to one. Yeah. Let me just go to that one here. Yes, that one here. Listen this.
To what we have in the bulletin.
Government to launch national survey to tackle homelessness. No legal framework yet for ride-share services in Jamaica. And later in sports, India on course to win the second test versus West Indies.
Here are the details. The government says it's stepping up efforts to address homelessness across the island, beginning with a national survey to better understand the scale of the issue. The announcement came as the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation marked World Homeless Day and World Mental Health Day with a joint observance at St. William Grant Park recently.
Minister of Local Government Desmond McKenzie says the Poor Relief Department has begun an island-wide survey of the homeless population, a move he says will help the government plan more effectively to meet their needs.
The Ministry of Local Government will be working closely with the National Housing Trust, where we are going to be erecting 14 major shelters in every parish in Jamaica in the new financial year to actually deal with the issue of the homeless population.
Brother, that bad. Me never play gonna where else, you know. You hear this? We deal with this is a crisis. It's a poverty cut. This is extreme poverty, brother. You hear him said some of them speak better English than him, right? Not for them, brother. Let me just say it to you, right? Me just have to play that. This it's unbelievable though. When only so run out with the lime and big nasty mama them, him cut poverty, the PIOJ, brother, and them the first at the egg, you know. You understand? You see what lie bring from people, brother?
Well,
yeah, man.
This
the people currently are in need and them need help right now. They don't need any promises. And you know what is distasteful way in?
Yes.
When Andrew Holness, right, can take up over how much $1 billion,
yes,
and give it to him friend Dexim,
yes,
right, to so-called build homes, right, which obviously that didn't come true.
No.
And we don't know where that money went, right, if the government even get back that money. Right? These are the things that is damaging because the money that he took up and gave to Dexim, right? If he was running the government effectively, right, you would have NHT money or NHT purse should be doing what NHT originally mandated to do. It is Andrew Holness administration totally changed the original mandate for NHT. NHT was designed, right, for contributors who contributed to the NHT to be benefited from the NHT. But let us ask the question. How many of the contributors who genuinely contributing to NHT for multiple years they benefited from NHT?
Them homeless, them contribute to.
Well, that is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
That is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Right? People being contributed, right, for NHT for multiple years and cannot get any benefit and will not get any benefit. Right? So this is just ridiculous.
Read this, Byron. No, may I show you set all over the place. Remember, no? Remember election does done. One month and like a week. The third, 1 month ago, 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks.
Yes.
I got 2 weeks. All right. Oh, this should just pop up in a 1 month and 2 weeks. So that means the problem was there before. And exactly. Lie. This are Belvivis. These are people. This are a Senton triangle. You know what Senton triangle? The me have down there. You know, like a Bermuda triangle. Everything sinking at the hole in a Bermuda triangle. And I want you this a Belvivis. It's a Senton triangle. Read this Byron. Where him say so?
Mayor says people from out of town are being dropped off with suitcases to live on the streets.
So you know a lie, Mattel. Byron, Usman you could have your house. And a man take you up and drop you with a suitcase like you go for and that means them well setting out a melting pot. And then you go live on the street. That makes sense?
No, none at all.
People have nothing. Them brother rent some house, them money dry up, them not have no job, and them might get put out a road, them not have nothing by run. And that happened to them, you know. Enough of them go rent places. So this way my talk, it couldn't be true. Because me I tell you, no man, and you when say suitcases, you know, that mean enough people you know they can live to in a by run.
Yes.
Yeah.
But to them now them have their little suitcase, then get kicked out, them have nothing, no money, no bank account, nothing. What them gonna do? Then give up. So that mean no job, no they like and Joel is talk about job. It's like this are the reality, this are the sufferation of our people right now. We couldn't have an election just now. And you see this, the whole of this all over that him run out same time when dead man in a Kingston, they here in a St. Catherine, it has spike everywhere. You know, see a sufferation this Byron.
Exactly.
Eh?
Exactly.
This is a sufferation. So we know you would not take a man and him say suitcases, you know. People are drop off people in a center with feel live on street. That is like, you understand? The people that must suffer for real. They must suffer. But when I tell them, Pat, I'm going to tell them this morning. Yeah. Remember not put a little input in this. I thought because it's now because you see this one I don't talk about build more shelter. It's unsustainable. You can't sustain this. Unsustainable. You see the ribbon where you are cut off, say one more ribbon pan them, that too unsustainable because we not create no job for them. We not create no job. Yeah, the private sector ball, you know, Byron.
Exactly.
We import more than what we export. The country in a recession. So if you follow NHT, brother, it will collapse. Me not, Byron, if you have a bank book and you keep on dry, you know, putting back nothing, you know. See? I remember, you know, nobody now works. So I'm not pick up no more tax. Right now, them in a shortfall again, you know. Finish start the new term, you know, brother.
But them must
be. Shortfall again.
Them must.
Them in a shortfall for much billion right now again. Last year over 50 billion. Them in a shortfall right now again. Them collect less. Can nobody now really work. Everything when that was lie. It's there. So if you continue perplex the NHC to collapse, brother, me now ask you. That a simple maths. It's going to collapse. If him continue about this program, him take money and talk about cut a ribbon, that a collapse too. But the people them can't maintain that, you know. Them can't pay light, them can't pay water, them not have a job. So what am I do? You know, see my collapse the country more and more. What I need to do, the homeless down there, sift them out, can see everybody people who can work. You just start to the public sector and see if you can get them in a job at the same time. You make them open back an account, work with the bank them, so them can save back our money. So even if they work 6 months, and even if you know you talk to some of the landlord them, where them can give a little discount and thing. And if them can get a one room, you understand, Pat? But them have them own money, and them have pay back tax again. You see me, I say? So that thing we do are the best thing because the handout will not work. It's unsustainable to the economy stay. It now work, it now go work. So everything I just collapse. The man I eat that. You know, them don't know maths good enough. So if I ever talk to them, because we have to work it out for them and show them in the Bible. It's unsustainable.
But Wayne, you're perfectly right when you say this is unsustainable, and you're why it is unsustainable. You can't have a weak economy like Jamaica. The economy is not producing. We are, if you look at our trade deficit, Wayne, right? We are importing
1.6
about
1.6 billion.
Huh?
We are import 7.8 billion and we are exporting.
So we are importing 7.8 billion.
We are
and we are exporting 1 point something billion.
Yes.
So it came with a variance or a difference of 5.8 billion.
5.8 billion. So
5.8 billion as it relates to our deficit.
Yes.
And then how are we growing? We just can't understand this and simple maths. How are we growing?
Simple maths start. So when
and as you said, he continued to put a strain on NHT, taking $11 billion out of NHT on a yearly basis. It is going to collapse.
It's a collapse. Mama mash up everything.
The entire thing is going to collapse.
Yes.
Don't tell me about it.
Nah.
Nah. But you say all of this, my brothers, all of this, is a result of the high level of corruption that has been taking place over the past decade that has now come to fruition, where we are seeing on the ground these type of, undesirable scene as it relates to our citizens now having to be living on the street. And as we can see on the video, based on the video, most of these people should be in a home. But when you have a government, yes, that has never have Jamaican citizens' interests at their heart, yeah, then everything will fall down around society. Yeah. Just look at how many people now, yeah, as it relates to all these issues who are having serious mental health. 633 calling to our agent in the month of September.
Yes.
You understand? These are contributing factors. People have given up on life in Jamaica. And so when you have poverty, yeah, along with other various means, yeah, it give you mental health issue. And then you find yourself out of a home. You become a homeless person and you have to take to the street. So we are calling on the government, yes, and civil society group to, come in partnership and address the situation. Because just like how you can, come in partnership and do vote buying and give them money, scandalous when election time come, look after the people in the country, man. Guys are so...
Pat, you don't say mental move. Them say, well, him have mental issues to cap. The one of them have mental, because them not get the right money, they can't do nothing. Them say mental issues.
A lot of people, my brother.
Byron. You don't know me now. But I'm going to show you the next one. You see him about police. Look at him just send himself home. Them say him send himself home just now.
All right.
Yesterday, the day before. Yesterday. Look on this, Byron. Him in a St. Elizabeth, them say him send home. Him gone home. Him just take a one-way trip and go home. And I'm alone.
All right. And I'm alone.
Them find a one or two. Look here. Two of them, just now, them find a one or two. Look who come up again. She gone home too. Them find her home. She send home herself. Them say she send home herself.
All right.
See?
And
I mean, the people, them are, brother, Andrew mash up the place more, She gone home.
And you have to broaden that, spectrum as it relates to these two serving members of the police force. Sometimes it's what they witness out there, the gruesome killing and all these things, that trigger their mental health. You understand? Because we are seeing that and it's very traumatic. So some of them can't hold it, my brother. Sometimes the things where them hear them colleagues mention.
But look on this again. This are you with today. Gone home too. Just look. You see, Baron?
All right.
Student where that thing say. So the one of them Andrew must all place and everybody lose the marbles.
And you see suspected what case. All right, now calling him.
Yes.
Yeah. But these are the things what we're talking about, Wayne and Byron. Yeah.
Yes.
Government, yeah, not participating alongside the citizen. Don't care for the citizen, they just care about themselves and their cronies. Right? And so we're going to have the problem and it's going to keep mounting. So it has to be addressed and addressed in a manner that can sustain itself. You understand? Yeah. It can't be that the government going and me and the Ministry of Local Government will at all time come and address the need. And you're rightfully say, Wayne, rehabilitation must take place and it must be shaped and molded in a way that the individual can now start to earn again and feel proud to be a Jamaican citizen.
Yes.
It's not about just a hanky-panky package, you know. Like you build a big shelter. Yeah, everybody bungle up there, you know. Yeah? Some people just want the help to go back to the normality of life. And them can work. You understand? So just like how we know, yeah, in some other countries, yeah, when you have program a rollout, as I said, it don't make sense to talk about the framework and you don't have a policy in place to coincide with the framework where you draft up. Because some of these people, you put them back into a home and you create a farm and you make them farm certain produce and you sell that produce to the hotel sector and to the supermarket and to the ground provision market. And from that, them can, start earn something. You ask a person what them used to do before them become into this decapacitated state. Yeah. And them say, well, them used to do tailoring. You try, give him something to go back in a tailoring establishment. And so you go about rehabilitating people. You have to suss the needs and then work along with the needs where the people them have and fix the problem. But you know this government is a handout government. So when them come and hand out something to the people on a small domestic scale, them think them do something good. But you don't do nothing.
But this
you need the people.
Let me say something again to you. If you now produce Byron, melting pot, and you continue like Andrew do, melting pot, and them come with a cap right now, people look out for him for cut a ribbon and give them a one room and think it's okay. Them not understand them are contribute to draw down the whole entire country more than how it stay. Because them have said, boy, am I Prime Minister? Can I look for vote for these things, Boy, him give me a house, people, a taxpayer's money that him not give 1 cent or no. Not even 1 cent. Him overtake from the tax because him get paid. Yeah? And him go about it the wrong way. If we did have money, you could have sustained that, but we don't have none.
Yeah.
You understand? So I put in a degree in a deeper ditch.
Yeah, but Wayne, let me say something to strengthen your argument. Because I had just done a research.
Yes.
And what the research is saying to me that in 2016, as it relates to when Portia Simpson handed over the government to Andrew Holness, the amount of homeless persons in 2016 was 2,104.
Yes.
Wayne, the document that I just sent you.
Yes.
To show you how Andrew Holness is devious and wicked, I'm going to put it up and show Jamaican people. From 2017 Jamaica.
Yes.
Andrew Holness government has not done any survey.
Yes.
To see how much homeless people added under his administration. He doesn't want to do it because he's going to be shameful and it is going to go and contradict what he said as it relates to poverty reduced from 18% to 9%. I am just looking at it and I'm upset.
Yes.
But 2017.
Yeah, but let me say something to you with that though. You see, if Staten come out with the half done thing with them are done with, and when Staten go out and do this 2011, yeah, Mama Peter just come in 2011. It that tell you everybody even upon the street them have to talk to people,
Yes.
So they get a good survey if them they done it 2022. It's not done.
It's not done.
But they put out a half survey when it's done.
So
we should have it, brother.
show them it Wayne as it relates to the Jamaica Information Service
I
from 2017.
Read it from half where you have. What me just show them.
All right, let me read it. See it here.
Yes.
Paper. The Ministry of Local Government and Community Development, through the Board of Supervision, will conduct the third National Homeless Survey from October 6 to 10 across all parishes. The survey is a nationwide count of individuals experiencing homelessness and was last Jamaica conducted in 2017. What about this?
He said starting to do them work.
What about this?
Who live under tree, who live under this, but only stop it same way. Starting to be the because remember, you know, you say him can't do it in a people. Him why you call him in. Starting to be the best one for do it because them send out them train over 7,000 people and them send them in a every blend and better Jamaica for do it and collect the data in a every yard. Right? So if you make people call in, you will never get the right data. You know, say cheating man cheat by one man.
Because this identifies something, you know.
Yes.
If they are not doing certain things as it relates to doing the appropriate survey, how can he come with poverty reduced from 18% to 9%?
Because a lie. But me tell you it's a lie. PIOG a lie. But we have said long time.
Yo, this is crazy.
It's a lie. Remember, we show them the document.
He's not doing the survey. So how them come with that?
Because a lie. And now them are saying I do a survey. Me say you can't believe Big Mama Andrew and none of them just pay a lie. That was lie, brother. Then you, brother, a poverty cut you couldn't have so much people in the street, you know. And it's a multiply, you know.
Boy, trust me. Hey, me not telling you lie. Wayne, me say, it's a good thing. It is a good thing that we are on social media and other.
Come on. But Andrew says a bad thing, you know, because I say, yo, he must show the people them, they must show the people them the truth, you know. And I hope I make the people them do research and I will because he might lie this thing. Them not mean Jamaica not good. And now people are saying it, you know? Because remember, you know, you might have a brother and him out there on the street. And when you look, you ought to go up on the street too, you know. So you can't yourself get because you ought to go there too.
You ought to go there. Everything I follow.
And the two look cardboard thing where you put up a rotten down. Chichi yam it. Big Mama them yam it out. Yeah?
But Wayne,
yes.
You know, one of the questions where we need to ask the economists them in Jamaica and all the guys that from up and starting, Wayne Henry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the GDP growth in the last 5 years in Jamaica?
Well, come out of recession, brother. But still no recession in the way.
No, we're not depression, Wayne. No recession. Depression we're going in.
Good.
Yeah, because I know them can't explain nothing as it relates to GDP growth, you know.
No.
Because we have a massive trade deficit between import and export. You understand?
Yes.
That gap is too wide of a gap for your GDP to grow. And what they are only relying on is the tourism, which they don't own the tourism.
Exactly.
They are merely collecting service commission from the tourism section. You understand? So I don't understand when them take all parliament and turn parliament in a little circus as it relates to where I see the guy Lollipop Jar, Edmund Bartlett, I talk about. Him should be ashamed for no say 8 million people are going to come at Jamaica, but we don't have an airline to carry. None of the 8 million. Yeah, other airline have benefit. You understand? So that take away from the GDP. When we did have Air Jamaica, Jamaica had have GDP. Jamaica had have a GDP because we were, I mean, you know, flying in passengers from all over the world. Yeah. And that was a sustainable entity based on the fact that Air Jamaica has one of the safest flight record and history. In history, you understand? You have never heard of Air Jamaica airline in any form of aviation accident. So Them never pay out no insurance. What them use and mash up here Jamaica is corruption. Them start put them drugs on the plane. The plane start spend a lot of time on tarmac overseas. Take away the whole of the money where the airline make to go there. Because you have to pay for the time where they're on the tarmac. Yeah? Rather than dealing with the country on a strict policy where crime prevention such as narcotic does not go on to your national airline. You keep your national airline clean because that will preserve the national airline, which at the time was one of Jamaica, best revenue income because pay foreign exchange it bring in. You understand? But with them though, to some ill-gotten gain people in a society, them put them drugs on it and everybody start use the airline as a not for passenger, but for drugs. So we lose it. And they have not done anything to revamp back a national airline. But them come and talk about 8 million tourists for fly come in. But you now make nothing out of the 8 million. Other airline a benefit. Because every country can have them airline in the region, basically. You understand? Because they buy into the Caribbean airline, You understand? But Jamaica now, in partnership with Trinidad, give away the airline when we have our own pilot who was lobbying for our consortium to take over here Jamaica. Them no want that. So you see, we have nothing enhanced with GDP. The farmers them not being put to work in the way they can really maximize from agriculture. Because if you're not a market for your produce, you have to put on your tool. The government have to make sure they can sort the market for the farmers. You can't rely upon the domestic market alone. You have to have overseas market. And even at the hotel sector, I true we have beat it, make a year him come and talk about all the hotel use this and that. No, lie him a tell. Because I'm friend them have the license to import the thing them in the country for the hotel. You understand? So we know set them come on them play them look dandy shandy game in a parliament. You understand? But we are see the result right now. The country in a depression, there's no money in the country. And this is why we have so many people now in a different headspace as it relates to their mental health. Because when you can't pay your bills, more so your rent, and the landlord that pressure you, your head will take you. Yeah. The food can't come on the table. Yeah. Nothing not going for you. But a guy sit down, him and him family, them and him friend, them and get rich out of the said country where people are suffer to the extent where good people now find themselves on the road. It's bad. The amount of money where them guys run in the election could have done something more beneficial to Jamaican. This is why we're telling our people them stop, take the handout, hanky-panky money, no good. Because you see a man have to turn around and pay back for it. All who never get it off, you pay back it. Because no like them going at them pocketing of people. And the country money them use when they run the election. Everybody go out there and line up and take it. And I know say it's going to be detrimental. Now we are seeing the repercussion and we're not even into 2 months yet. This is the ramification what we are talking about. Yeah. This is the ramification now where we are seeing a high proportion of people gone off the rock. Yeah. Where we are seeing so many people now using the street for them home. Right? And it's bad. And it's down to corruption by the Jamaica Labour Party. Because when 1995 and PJ pay off international debt and put back Jamaica in a debt-free capacity, Bruce Golding and the said Andrew Holness come and get it and ravish it, mash it up, miss 14 consecutive payment with IMF Till one of the time them name not talk to IMF. And Mama P fix it back with the help of Peter Phillips, Maxine Walters, and other high official. And Jamaica people make Andrew come and trick them and take the country for himself and mash up the country and mash up Jamaican life to the extent when now it becomes like the norm for society just live one day at a time. No future. So where is the prosperity? My Jamaican people, you need to ask Andrew Holness and his administration, where is the prosperity for the past 10 years? That was his political slogan campaign 2015, leading up to the 2016 general election. Him use all of these slurry slogan, yeah, and conquer Mama P in this way where we know if the people didn't really stand up for what them know, them couldn't conquer Mama P. Some little anky-panky things still go on within the PMP still. You understand? But this is how Jamaican. We know him never win. A sabotage in itself.
PMP lose that man.
And plus him corruption slogan. Yeah. Can't remember him campaign pan some you know man. Him campaign pan some political slogan like scandal. Scandal was one of them operative word. But who have the most scandal now? You see it come back for biting. And him have the most scandal now, you know. No other prime minister carry the baggage where Andrew carry. No other administration administrate the way Andrew Holness cabinet administrate. Because we all know a peer criminal and thief over there. So. And them lie on top of it. And them evil to the core. And so Jamaica is like it gone. It's gone. All we there only have fight to restore it, you know. It going to take a mighty long time to build back. But the building process have to start. So I'm calling on my Jamaicans. Look what is happening. Look what is happening around you. Ask yourself the question how long you can last under the current system. Because the system that is there right now is one that is very, very filthy. And I yield back the floor.
Hey, Byron.
Yes.
Well, me I tell you, Andrew Dangerous to Byron. Yes, Byron.
Of course. Now, you know, in terms of, you know, what Melting Pot is saying, I do agree 110% with everything that Melting Pot push out. You understand? Melting Pot is, you know, one of us who are always breaking it down in a very articulate way. But again, when you look at the level of corruption where Andrew Holness is concerned, right, and his administration, right, it carries that ripple effect straight through the economy. And I will always say, no disrespect, right, to any economist, right? I am not an economist, but again, it's just common sense I am utilizing here.
That's it.
Right? Because at the end of the day, right, when we look on the level of corruption, right, that Andrew Holness involved with, and other members of parliament, and the list goes on, when you have seen vital example from other countries who have to struggle with corruption. Look at Singapore. Let us use Singapore. When for Singapore to move forward and move stronger economically speaking, right? Singapore has to deal with corruption.
Yes.
Has to get corruption out of the way. Because remember, you know, corruption is so serious that it cripples the future of the generation.
True.
And so then it is extremely serious that we in Jamaica target corruption and deal with it in a very, very effective way.
Yes.
If we are unable, right, to stop Andrew Holness, then God be it, the nation is going to suffer.
Yes.
The nation is going to suffer. It is just plain and simple as that. Right? Now, let us talk about, some of the things that we have been speaking about as it relates to, the reasons why we are not moving ahead. There's no effort from the Andrew Holness administration as it relates to innovation, right? And any form of forward thinking to build the economy. No, none of that. As a matter of fact, the Jamaica Labour Party went into a general election without giving a mandate to its people.
True.
That is how crazy the thing is. And the People's National Party, right, were given their mandate, right, with powerful programs, right? The Jamaica Labour Party, and I will always say this, have robbed the Jamaican people, right, from democracy. Because when you steal a general election, it's as if you are forcing on yourself to the people. Right? The people reject Andrew Holness. Right? And let us narrow in terms of that rejection. You can use Andrew Holness' constituency and use it to show a truthful reflection of what happened in the entire general election. If Andrew Holness was not able to win his constituency on a true and fair election, then it have a ripple effect throughout all the ministries, right, that they have won, that they have so-called won, because they have stolen it. Again, as it relates to Robert Montague, that was a clear indication, right, of the pilfering of the general election. If you look into Andrew Holness' constituency, a lot of people within Andrew Holness' constituency is telling you that Andrew Holness turned his back on the constituency. Poor road conditions, you name it. So then he was voted out. But he has to steal it because it comes with that level of embarrassment in people.
Yes.
Just imagine if Andrew Holness did allow free and fair general election, and he would have stayed away from the corruption and the interruption, Paul Buchanan would have surfaced the victor. What would happen to the Jamaica Labour Party? It will be crumbled within itself. It will crumble. So here it is that each time the society, what I notice, Wayne and Melting Pot, with PSOJ, with the umbrella group of churches, with the media, that the propaganda media, like the Big Mama and Emily Shields.
And Giles Davis, yes.
They always lower the bar when it comes to Andrew Holness. Always lower the bar when it comes to Andrew Holness.
Then they on the playlist.
And at the same time, the old Mark Golden, who is not the incumbent government, hold him at a high threshold. And some of the things that they have attacked Mark Golden for, they would have never speak about that as it relates to Andrew Holness. But they even gone on a limb to protect him. They even gone on a limb to say that the IC is telling lie on him about 28 accounts.
Giles Davis says, man.
Right?
Yes.
So you tell me now that the Integrity Commission investigators who are looking on these accounts,
yes,
and counting them, Integrity Commission should not come out and speak that they counted 28 accounts. Can you imagine? Where is the rationality? Where is the rationality? And so then, when I look at all of this and the mess, the PSOJ, let us reason with them, Wayne. Let us reason with them.
Yes.
Now, Lonesome and Melting Pot, do you believe that if Mark Golding's statutory declaration cannot be certified from 2020, come straight up to 2025?
Long time. Long time.
Mark Golding, look here, they would cripple Mark Golding. They would, all sort of manner of evil will come out. Now, watch this. Mark Golding will show you that as a government, you have to act and show examples of good governance. But Mark Golding done with. Mark Golding encouraged all of his men to sign the code of conduct. Now, Andrew Holness had not done it in the previous administration. You know, your Big Mama, you know, your George Davis, you know, you're the umbrella group of churches, you know, your PSOJ say nothing out of their mouth. So what does this mean? Does this mean that Andrew Holness must be allowed to continue to breach parliamentary norms? Continue to be doing the wrong things? And then the bar just lower for him? So then, okay, it is not significant anymore for the Prime Minister to sign off on the code of conduct? So then, is it now that Andrew Holness is telling you that I did not sign it in my previous administration and I will not be signing it in this current administration? So accept me for the thief I am.
Yeah.
We can't put it any better.
Yes.
Andrew Holness is telling Jamaica, accept me for the criminal I am. Because what plans I have is not about good governance. And I am not going to promise anybody that I am going to give them good governance. So I am not going to sign any code of conduct. I am not going to promise Jamaica or tell Jamaica that I am going to behave orderly. Can you imagine? This is what the Prime Minister is saying.
Yes, yes.
And this is what umbrella group of church and the PSOJ is saying to the public, to the world. Mark Golding, you better sign it, you know. Andrew Holness can get away. He's okay not to sign. But you, Mark Golding, and you men them, you better sign it. What sort of society are we living in? What sort of society is this? This is Banana Republic in plain sight. This is an autocratic government in plain sight. This is a kleptocratic government in plain sight. This is a government is telling you that you have no right to question how he attains his wealth. Jamaica, this is madness. And we sit down and we take it. Right? If it was some other country, people would have marched out on the street.
Long time.
And the people would have said enough is enough.
True.
When Jamaica is going to wake up, you can't ask the opposition to dot all the I's and cross all the T's. Why the Prime Minister can get away with all of his damn wrongdoing and the damn hypocritical umbrella group of churches. Right? The old Draculas and vampires in the system. Don't see anything wrong with it. The Governor General doesn't see anything wrong with it. Now let me ask the Governor General a question. You have time wanting to stop the Integrity Commission appointment with that 3 vacancies, important vacancies for the Integrity Commission to do their work. And you, Governor General, haven't seen nothing wrong with the Prime Minister not signing the Code of Conduct. You, Governor General, has not seen nothing wrong with the Prime Minister. Statutory declaration cannot be certified. You're fucking yourself.
True.
And I do that, you know. No, my brother, Byron, the Governor General a long time, I do that. If you look for them and people in Ashram and Mickle, long time him doing it. And see him come do it now and not signing the 3 man them. But a long time, his wife sleep in a different place. So he have to deal with himself like what Byron say. Yeah, that forget move.
It's crazy.
Him is a piece of shit. Him forget move. Yeah, Byron, look
yes,
back with Andrew when they start back with the same all. And him come from McQueen. Andrew, yeah, watch this. I may have played this, may laugh, but it's serious. I may have said something, but may have to play this, Byron. Here, Andrew, yes, sir. Hear this.
Go on,
But we have to go far. But we have to keep
yeah, don't you look like this?
And I want me to take up the right one, though. I'm myself for the right one now. This is the campaign. Bulldozer, I'm 13. Forgive me about that one. I don't want to story up your brain in the night. That never make for story your brain. As something that want to show up on this. Let me say for that one. Him say it in a wall. Look at this. Just come in, Byron. Look at that. Remember the people. He might tell you man about light and everything there, you know. I get up to this. Look how far the money. Look. It's so far the man walk back again, you know. Just come and continue.
It is a little bit treacherous to go back down.
Yes.
So again, let me thank all the wonderful people of Brandon Hill District to have come out to witness the handing over ceremony of this Hope Housing Unit to Miss Joycelyn Clark. This is a 1-bedroom unit. Let me just say a few words about this site. It is the equivalent of an obstacle course. When it rains, it is very treacherous to navigate. But we all made it here today safely. Only one almost fell. Only one. Let me also give my commendations to the police officers. They wear better boots than we do, so they were able to navigate the course better than us. Joycelyn, you want to tell us a little bit about your circumstances and how you were recommended?
Yes, sir. I go to school. Mr. Siblings was out there, and talked to him after. He said, "Please, Mr. Siblings, good day." And he said, "Good day." We asked if please, make one room, give me He said, yes. The first will come out, time out. He just send me to the lady work up at the office, and me go up there, and she tend to me. And she me get me house. A long time me I wait for the end of me government. Long time me I wait for me. Long time me if you go roll and toss alternate government. Hey, that you don't want much as in the field, but they don't want to go to my bed, give me there. And I in the me I say, me buy me 4 cans already, sir. Me buy me 4 cans already feel late in there. Me I sleep in there tonight in the name of Jesus. And I thank you very, very much, sir.
Thank you
Thanks.
very much.
Thanks to
But you
you. And
ask
thanks
a
to Mr.
man,
Sibyls. That he meet
like Mr. Sybils in the community, but him come himself. So she praise him. So him turn one of them, shouldn't call him bro devil. Him turn one of them, imitation God to them people. We taxpayers' money. This not sustainable. Them people are still not have the money for go do what pay light bill, do nothing at all, And if him continue like this, Byron, we then the out here, and them people, them not have no job, them not have nothing. I like him move and make them life better and better. But it a draw down housing trust who might take the money from. You understand, Byron?
Yeah, but
again,
Wayne, when you have the Prime Minister going around the country, right, giving one of these houses out, the purpose, that is not the purpose for NHT.
No.
That is not the purpose for NHT. And what NHT purpose should be, right, is in the process of collective benefits that persons who have been contributing to NHT, right, they are the ones that who need to be benefited, right, and benefited, right, in such a way, right, to show that the NHT program is working effectively. But Andrew Holness administration changed that.
Yes.
Mash up the NHT plan.
Yes.
So if Michael Manley was to come alive today, right, to show Michael Manley, right, the total contrary of what Michael Manley meant the NHT, create the NHT to do, obviously that is not the NHT today, right? Now NHT now join with private sectors, building all sorts of homes, right? Some of them on the open market. However, the contributors who have been contributing to NHT for years cannot afford these homes. We know so.
Yes.
Right? Some of these homes have starting point from 13 million upwards, right? For the lease of them all in terms of, 2-bedroom units, right? Some started as $20 million. That is out of the capacity, right, of poor people. Many of those who contributed to NHT are not seeing any benefits, any at all.
But right. Here we must say, Byron, may I pretty to play this, and here we must tell us now. Remember, it's so far the obstacle there, right?
Yeah.
Walk. Here we must tell us now.
And get to you, me get it. Thank you very much, sir. I love him more. I love him more than a slice of bread, sir.
And him not say no, ma'am, at the taxpayers' money. Him last. That 40, him get, hey, appear this him though. This is that Sam 5 guy. So somebody else asked and him go cut it. And you hear what she said? She love him more than slice of bread. For eat, She love him more than food if you keep her alive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We now have completed and delivered about 304 houses. We have...
At the time, Byron, 3-4. Remember that 6,000 people?
Another 86 units that are currently under construction, and a further 65 that will begin construction this year. So the program is moving apace. We want to increase the speed at which the houses are delivered. So we're going to contemplate some new building technologies and some new housing products that are by virtue of the advance in housing technology, are now more accessible and affordable. The only challenge we have is that the program is site specific. So we build the houses in almost any area where the land is available. Once we can get the material to the site and the site does not pose an environmental hazard or risk. So right here, it's a good piece of land, but it's literally almost inaccessible. We had to make a pathway and cut a road to actually build here. So those solutions that we are thinking of, which are prefabricated housing solutions that come all ready built and with amenities that you load on a flatbed and deploy with a crane, possibly wouldn't be able to work here. So we will literally, in situations like these, we would be constrained to build on site. But where we can deploy those solutions, we will deploy them so that more people can get the benefit. But tonight, Joycelyn,
Yes, sir.
you will be resting your head in your own home.
Yes, sir. Can't wait. Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
And we are very
Can't
happy
wait.
for you.
Yes, sir.
But the house comes with certain obligations. It's your house.
Yes, sir.
Don't let anybody tell you any foolishness about the house is not yours. It is your house.
Yes.
But we have asked you,
Yes, sir.
in agreeing to receive the house,
Yes, sir.
to also agree to a social contract. Social contract is relatively simple. The clauses in the contract. First, we require that you maintain the house in the condition that you received it.
Yes, sir. Keep it clean, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Everybody would agree with that. That house is built for your residence.
Yes, sir.
So you're not going to go rent it out and go live with
No,
your daughter.
sir. Me government, no, sir.
No, this is where you
No,
must live.
sir. I should know me glad. Glad, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Hey, thank you very much. Yes, sir. A man see me rolling there tonight. Hey. Yes, man.
All right.
Yes, sir.
If further fortune were to smile on you and you decide that you wanted to put on an additional room,
Yes, sir.
we would be very happy for you.
Yes, sir.
But the house, as we said, is built site specific. So we wouldn't want you to make any modifications without consulting with us first, so that we can advise you as the best way to make any modifications to the site.
Yes,
so
sir.
that's critical. We want you to get legal light. This is a
brother, you should get legal light. She have the money, And you swear that the light we drop the post them alone, because like JPS not do it. It costs more than the house.
unit that was built by the government. So it is not just the architecture that is an example to the community, but the people who live in it must be an example. So we couldn't use public funds to give you this house and then you turn around and illegally abstract electricity and water. No, that wouldn't be a good example.
So if you have legal electricity and legal one, most of the people are looking out borrow and then have the money to pay these things, So I mean, you see where I look from them can't do it. Unless the house use can glam back to torch and money though. But anytime you see them with that, them can't do it. So yeah, when they say look why it a feel legal. But look on the place where him have to walk back a God for reach up there. Look on that one now, look on that one where him do. And I pay labor.
So you supposed maybe say I should look not this one father the comfort with me and my veranda, me have my bathroom, me have my dinner, me have my kitchen, everything I need. So it's comfortable and I like it. It's better than maybe this.
Alright, she said better. You see when a woman I know, she have two of them. You see this? Not do that for you look for the people. Because this is a concrete and it's slab. So them could just add her in a room because she have this already. Them add her in the toilet and everything. She have condone this. You flash out this is good. Because inside we know them render it out. Look.
Enough time better than this.
Alright. For you look on the window cell there so we're around there so you can't see the inside dress out. So if you flash this, it good. Not hard to do it on the top slab.
So all 1 year what we have here.
Just begin. Top slab. You see me I tell you about Byron?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll build that to you. Not do that, you know. She said enough time better than this. All that I do is just flash out and you paint it and it look good. Just stress it.
Just begin.
One more remark.
You hear that people? Baron, I'm not up with pan, you know. When him go around and do this, yeah. Right side and side, this never relevant. Him that just add a living room fear and do what never even do this. That's it.
Me have me then me have the kitchen, everything and it. So it's comfortable and I like it. It's better than maybe.
Mom, that is a slab room you have, see me. You get a one room with and put a kitchen, a little space. All them need for do is just add on this and you have the same thing, mom. Eh? Hear him now, one more ribbon pan them, and we might drop one.
Enough time better than this all 1 year what we have here.
Just begin. Just begin.
One more remark.
A taxpayer, body ma, hey, melting pot. And we might drop one pan, you know, because we are telling the truth, you know.
Yeah.
One more ribbon pan them and I laugh.
We have to tell him the truth, you know.
I mean, people are worshiping with taxpayers' money. Yes, brother.
We have to tell him the truth, you know, because what I do is wrong. You understand? Yeah. I don't see no more prime minister anywhere in the world. Yeah, do this type of thing where Andrew do. You understand? As it relates to going around and issuing out one house to selected people. Yeah, one room. Yeah, to selected people. You understand? Because it's not like we are recovering from what you call now a catastrophe where it Jamaica, devastate Jamaica, where you try to help some people to put them back for a firm footing. You understand? So we know that Michael Manley, they did have more housing issue to solve than this garbage and Holness. And Michael went about it in a diplomatic way where nobody not see you when you get your house. It's not televised all over the world. These people are being embarrassed by Andrew Nasty Holness. Would I want to be on television all over the world? People see me, I get a little foul cob with a guy there beside me and tell me all type of Anansi story. This woman here couldn't buy a house, couldn't build a house, couldn't make a house under no circumstance. She have to get a handout. But this guy I tell her, say, she can't do nothing addition, she have to get legal advice. Oh, she have to pay for legal advice. No, you know, see Andrew losing bearing.
And she have to string her house to want to forget light from where don't shut it.
So, all right. Oh, she pay a light bill, but she buy the wire from so far for carry to her house because we up in one place, one new concrete, me see her there.
I remember like that. 1 year, you know, hundreds of thousands. She have to go pay. Where she get it from?
Hey, we and no man cannot buy the wire alone. Forget about the breaker box and all the meter and all them something there. Yeah, she cannot buy the electric wire. She cannot, the distance to fair house from where the current is a source is available. She cannot do that. You understand? So Andrew is going around playing political football with Jamaican citizens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Them are worshiping because they are lunatic. Them are lunatic.
She love him more than sliced bread.
Bread. All right, sir.
You can love food. My minister tax, my people are taxpayers' money. Andrew not going to 1 cent. If we take something,
but Andrew just tell her.
Andrew not going to 1 cent.
Andrew just tell her she a public fund.
All right.
So when she applaud him and laud him, she don't know what she do. No, she don't know what she's doing.
Poor thing. She
don't
know. No, you don't no, man, don't do this. And then we don't say, yeah, Andrew, you have a clarity. Him with him teeth.
Him with him teeth, time like that. Ah, him like that. Him like that. That game leverage, you know, to continue do what I do. You understand?
It have to stop. It must have to
stop. Because this guy is going around using public funds, donating house to selected people. You understand?
Selected people.
Matches back, but sometimes you have to just give the wording. You understand? I don't really out, but you know, just the wording. Yeah.
Yes.
But we know what I do. And I'm have to stop it. Yeah. Because there was a program designed to help these people. And for the past 10 years, Andrew bleed it. Andrew bleed it, you know. The 11 billion we might take from NHT a year time, you know. You know how much houses that could have built?
Enough.
You know how much houses that could have built on times 10? This is the man will tell you same a bill what? 70,000 houses, you know, within 5 years.
In the reach 28 people. In the reach 28.
Yo, that guy a bitter, me I tell you.
Industry 304 with that too.
Andrew bitter than bitterwood. The man no gone away. The man no build no houses. The man get decimal 650 million from NHT. We want to know if that money they go back in.
No.
We want, hey, NHT management staff. Yeah. Me know now listen to the program, you know.
Yes.
We want to know if that 650 million when Dexim get returned back to the entity.
Not yet.
You understand? Because, I mean, that is a hanky-panky deal again where Andrew struck, you know. Because so Andrew just go around and drive him friend them and wealthy him friend them and take back something for half of him friend them. That's why we tell the people them in the region and worldwide, say Andrew is a super billionaire in the region. Not just billionaire, you know, people. You have to be, you know, very active with the word. You have to superlative it. So it's a super billionaire in a CARICOM. The one and only super billionaire in a CARICOM. And this man is not a, what they call an inventor. Him no own a company like them, you know, Texan company where you know deal with computer and all them things. No, this guy is just a prime minister. Because remember all the business where Andrew tell about, you know. Illegal business them there, you know, the prime minister you're not supposed to have them, they never come in a politics with them. Everything where Andrew do, illegal business. This is why I cannot be certified. And this is why man garbage friend them. Yeah, like the nasty gorilla general. Who I get 130 million a year. You understand? For nothing. Tax free at that. Tax free, you know. And this guy not doing the work. This guy is a GLP puppet. Used by Andrew pull him string and him do anything. You understand? You know him a Andrew puppet. The two of them go 70, you know. Yeah, man. A two confederate them. And this is why we have to thank Sir Mark G. Yeah? For rub out Andrew Holness idea of becoming a Republican state. Because it's this nasty gorilla general, yeah? Nasty gorilla general Patrick Allen. If you don't know what I'm doing, my Andrew Holness. If you don't know what this guy Andrew Holness is going to do with Jamaica, dog nyam Jamaica suffer. So, we are watch the two of them, you know. I play Jack and Jill. You understand? We are watch them. Because if me have something to do with Jamaica law enforcement, me lock up the gorilla general, you know. Me lock him up.
True.
Because yeah, this garbage, you know. Yeah. One come interfere with people, yeah, who are selected to fill posts at the Integrity Commission. Very important post, yeah, as it relates to the DCP and the Executive Director post, yeah. And him a go on like a him a do the interview, like a him a vet the people them. All him supposed to do is acknowledge and sign in. You understand? But this guy want to go over and beyond in jurisdiction. You understand? Yeah. These people were not presented to him for him go through and process them. Yeah. We know the role where him supposed to do and him know him duty where him supposed to do. But him a violate because he want to slow down the human resource within the Integrity Commission, yeah, to stall the case with Andrew Holness because him and Andrew try all various means and mechanism, to slow down the process. So when the Integrity Commission is under human resource, that means it's understaffed. Yeah, them can't come up with some little hanky-panky thing. No, we want to talk about case and files, yeah, and preparation. Need more time. One more time we can need. And from 2017, this investigation are gone. Yeah. In a road read, nasty criminal road read case, them still a beg more time. After 6 years, but get to you, no get not even skeleton. But no one time. You know idiot. You don't think we are ramping around us so. Be like how the judge. A pepper and forget. And salt.
Yeah,
Rubbing our moon. You understand? I like how the judge. I like how this judge deal with them.
Yes.
This job, everything them put for the judge shove it back. Shove it back at them. And make them know say you walk now. This long overdue. Here, till it all a mildew now. You understand? This have to deal with now. So whether we can prepare this or that, we not going no more time. We have 6 years to prepare documents. Yeah? The garbage liar. You wild man. Cause I don't know if him wild that's him all lose all him brain. Yeah? But him now become that.
Him wild man.
Him wild.
Him wild. You don't call him no, you call 2 we road so come me and you. So I call him wild man.
Wild man.
Him wild man,
yeah.
You know. Him wild man in a Byron. Him wild man.
Him wild man for real.
Them wild.
Yes.
That's a
yes.
Yes.
Right. Now this garbage, all want undermine feed, Say feed lack legal authority. You know, see wild man a piece of shit. Oh, feed lack legal authority. When feed, you are the final, the financial investigation division.
Yeah.
For money in the country. And the money we are dealing with. Illicit enrichment. You understand? Here we say. So we are look on them people and I wonder what really are going our place. And how much people are show them on in solidarity with a criminal. What can go so? But when they get to you, them don't have to do nothing. When you slap them in a prison and slam the big iron door, the big iron rusty door, and at the end of them life that because them not rehabilitating, them are suffer in there so. A Sir Byron say all the ceiling a drop down upon them. Yeah, a piss girl, them have and all them thing there in there with them for 24 hours. Piss girl for 24 hours. You understand?
Yes.
Dilapidated circumstance, them people alive thrown into chaos.
Chink in there, man.
Chink in there, everything in there. Cockroach, everything in there. It's an infested area, The people I'm living in, Can we see
it?
That can't rehabilitate nobody with a dungeon. They don't say a drunker have around them facility. I mean, I talk about drunker in numbers. You understand?
Yeah.
So it look bad. It's very, very bad. Yeah. But where you look now, you see people from within civil society want to protect criminals. We don't have 2 laws in Jamaica, We have to make sure one and again, And 1 law we have at Jamaica, Yeah. And it comes from the People's Act 1944. So I don't want a guy come go on like them can replenish it or refurbish it to suit themselves. You understand? Everybody must fall under the umbrella of the People's Act. That's the law. The Constitution, it must stand up to prevent corruption. And where it is fitting, people must pay the penalty for crime as it relates to act of atrocity. All these breaching of the human rights. People forgot prison people we are seeing at Jamaica. Yeah, Andrew are destroying and mash up the place. Because Andrew head, you know, when him have the thing I run like this, you know, he feel like everybody's scared and afraid of him. Andrew, we're not afraid of you. We have to call you out for what it is. You understand? I remember our voice reverberate right around the globe.
Yeah, man.
So you can't muzzle the people in Jamaica, you can't muzzle we. Yeah. Just like how you see Ron James telling us you can't muzzle him and the Police Federation where he preside over. You understand? At time people take it tune in at the right format. Push back on the corruption. Because you destroy a wonderful nation. You understand? Because all you know do is just have this ambition where you're self-centered and you don't care about nobody else. More and more want to strive up. Remember all their wealth on our mass, you cannot consume it, you know. Throughout in a lifetime, you can't consume it. Yeah. But when we look at our people on the street now have nothing called home. Yeah, we want to have castle, mansion, and all these things. You understand? A bank account, offshore, yeah, and there's all the money there, you know. The majority of Andrew money are offshore with the Jamaican. It them there in the country. Offshore. Andrew is an underworld mafia. And we need to call him out. You understand? Each up all in a Seventh-day Adventist church like him ordained in a Christianity faith. A criminal. But want to know what the pastor do with him in our church, man. Patrick Allen. Jack and Jill. Hey, pastor, you need to take some affirmative stance against them two criminals there, you know. And a joke business. A two criminal. You understand? And we have to call them out, name them and shame them, make the whole entire world know about them. King Charles, your Governor General in Jamaica is corrupt to the core. And I know you're listening to the program. You understand? And he's ripping off the taxpayers in Jamaica because he's getting a hefty salary and he's a non-compliance when it comes to tax. He don't pay tax. But yet still, he want to destroy the people. They are a criminal guy where him and him are part together, them name Jack and Jill. You understand? So we are calling them out, make the entire world know. This Governor General must go along with Andrew Holness. And I yield back the floor.
Byron. Byron.
Yes.
You say something, I just me a laugh for Andrew say, you know. Andrew, no, him watch we, you know. Andrew, tough talk, no one of them watch we. Yeah, what him say? And him laugh.
Yes.
One more man band him. The mama of the country, you know. And me a laugh, but
Mama sit up, yes.
Into a outer order. We say mama you know, Byron.
Yeah, of course.
Andrew, you know not boy, they destroy the country. And I talk about one more upon them. Yes, Byron.
You know, I mean, look here. I'm going to show you, right, the syndicate of corruption and why Andrew Holness believe that, right, he's emboldened to do what, right, he's doing. So let us ask the question. Who are the two most powerful persons on the PSOJ board? One, Mr. Siaga and Brian Jardine. Who's what, son? Look where I'm going with. Mr. Siaga don't have the money like what Brian Jardine has. Simply make Brian Jardine the most powerful person right, at PSOJ, on the board of PSOJ. Now look here now, Wayne. May I show you the syndicate of corruption? Who also is on the board of the Jamaica Tourist Board? Bush Watson.
Yeah, man.
Bush Watson.
Yeah, man.
So Bush Watson, right, who is a JLP operative, control the two most powerful institutions, the PSOJ, the Jamaica Tourist Board.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I going? Andrew Holness knew the heart of the corruption. Brian Jardim, right, will be getting all the prime lands, right, the beach lands, and so forth, controlling all those spaces. So then Brian Jardim is not going to call out Andrew Holness corruption. Get the point where I'm going, people.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes.
Right? Not going to call out Andrew Holness corruption. Because Brian Jardim is a crony capitalist. Want people to get it, you know. Andrew Holness is a crony capitalist. The IMF, crony capitalist. United States of America, who has the shit on Andrew Holness. Soft and pedal with him. Because Andrew Holness is giving them what they want. They don't want to see the likes of democratic socialism come to the surface. Let me show you an example. In the 1980s, the United States, along with Edward Seaga, destroy democratic socialism. What was the purpose of democratic socialism? Wealth equity, spreading the wealth equally, giving Jamaican people equal opportunity. Crony capitalists who are living in the bubbles, they don't see life like that. They don't believe in wealth sharing. They believe that they should have it all and it trickles down. So you call what we talk about trickle-down economics. Never work. Never work. Always fail. From the United States, come straight down. Always fail. So this is what we're up against. And I want Jamaica to be aware that we are up against crony capitalism. Democratic socialism is going to teach you the art of equality, and in so doing is going to educate the nation. And so then build social programs so that you can have a nation moving forward. Forward. Of all the social programs that help Jamaicans, created by democratic socialism, Norman Manley, Michael Manley, PJ Patterson, Portia Simpson, Peter Phillips, Mark Golden. And so then one has to understand the struggle of democratic socialism, fighting for the justice of Jamaican people. Let me show you another thing, my Jamaican people. why you think Ibrahim Traoré successful in terms of his mission, taking the playbook of democratic socialism. So Ibrahim Traoré know that he cannot induce or soften with IMF. Likewise, the World Trade Organization. And since Ibrahim Traoré dismissed them, what happened to Burkina Faso? Economy is growing. Economy is growing because you don't have IMF, World Trade Organization passing down austerity measures to damage their social programs. This is one of the reasons why, and the Jamaican need to know this, the Caribbean need to know this. This is one of the significant reasons why many people were moving to the BRI, the Belt and Road Initiative, as it relates to the Chinese loans. Because the Chinese loans, when you borrow the money from China, China doesn't tell you how to spend it. Right? It doesn't apply austerity measures. And so then if you look around the Caribbean today, you have seen several Caribbean countries taking money from the BRI as opposed to the IMF. However, China, right, is not also out of the clear, because if you allow China, you understand, China will manipulate too. So remember now, what I am saying simply is that for a country to strategize, playing geopolitics, you have to understand that, okay, I have two demons. Which is better to deal with in terms of, I am going to borrow, said, 15 billion from the China or 15 billion from USA. Which of the lending agency is going to put my country under austerity measures? Well, this is one of the reasons why many Caribbean countries borrow from China. Now, here white is dangerous for Jamaica. China love when a government is corrupt. Why is that? I want for one to be listening to me, say, I wonder if Byron make any sense. Now let me explain that to you. The reason for China, right, as it relates to when a government corrupt, China strive. Because when a government is corrupt, that government is not able to pay their loans on time and pay it efficiently. So then China is going to say, okay, all right, give me a WAF to operate because you can't pay the loans, right? So let me operate this. And China will take this, right, for whatever 25 or 30 years they are going to operate it for, like what happened to Jamaica, like what happened to several African countries. So you have to be politically prudent, smart, when you are dealing with geopolitical affairs, when you are dealing with, in terms of processing of loans. How do you sit? You understand, engaging with China and engaging, right, with the United States or the IMF, the World Bank or World Trade Organization. You understand? So then you have to be prudently smart. So then, this is why it is dangerous as it relates to when we're rubbing against China, because our government is corrupted. And when our government is corrupted, you are going to see more things ease up for China taking. So then, what am I saying? It's not for us to blame China, but to blame our government, who is corrupted. Because let us put China out of the picture. If Jamaica borrow IMF money and don't pay it back, that is going to come with consequences similar to China. So 6 of one, half dozen the other. So then you have to now apply what we call political prudency in dealing with either China or dealing with the IMF, the World Bank, World Trade Organization, and know that, okay, because remember, let me tell you, my Jamaican people, a lot of Caribbean countries who borrowed money from China and they are not being corrupted were able to pay off China and become successful. Let us look at Barbados.
True.
Barbados borrowed billions of dollars from China. What happened to Barbados? Barbados don't hand over property to China because Barbados government are not corrupted.
And Byron, with Barbados are sampling, brother. Yes. Buy from World Bank and IMF and them couldn't do. Them just live by honesty, brother.
Honesty.
They come up to like Andrew.
Yes,
because they buy from all these multi-international agency.
Exactly.
IMF is an international agency with China part too, you know. The
so,
one part of the IMF, you know.
Yeah.
Japan, China, America, UK, the whole of them. So, you know, so China a double-edged sword gets to make money.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
None of them agency can hold you.
Exactly. And this is the lesson,
brother.
And that's why we have to talk to Jamaican people, you know, make Jamaican people understand now, you know, that look, okay, all right, you have 2 demons to deal with.
Yeah.
Right? The BRI is similar to the IMF.
Yes.
They are lending agencies.
Lending agency. And
lending agencies. So either you want to deal with the BRI or you want to deal with IMF. Whatever you are dealing with, the fact of the matter, what will bring down your country, like what is happening to Jamaica, is the corruption.
Go back to Andrew Holness, yes.
It goes back to Andrew Holness.
Yes, man.
It goes back to him. The corruption. So then you have to be careful and we have to be serious against making sure we get rid of the corruption. The problem that Jamaica has is the corruption.
Yes.
So whether you want to borrow from IMF, whether you want to borrow from the BRI, which is the Belt and Road Initiative from China, the prudency of the government is not to be corrupted.
Yeah.
Right? And so then one has to understand, right? And let me say something weird, what I want to push out.
Yes, brother.
Because a lot of negatives being going towards China that I want to clarify. Over the evolution of our politics, let me say this, and I want people to go and research. Lending agency like the IMF, World Bank, World Trade Organization has never helped us like how China helped us. When you hear me, I say Jamaica, I want you to listen to me. I am talking political prudence. Go back into your history and study. You know how long China has been helping Jamaica? Let me tell you the history. China has been helping Jamaica from roughly about from 1960, if not a little bit earlier than that. 1960, China has been helping Jamaica. No other lending agency has done the development in Jamaica like what China has done. I want someone to prove me wrong tonight.
Let me say something to them.
Tell me which lending agency, right, spend money in Jamaica to develop Jamaica, right, that beat China. Talk to me, Jamaica. So we have to be careful, politically prudent and smart when we are talking about geopolitics, right? And understand the mechanism that works as it relates to China and the mechanism that works as it relates to IMF. Trust me, Jamaica, do your research and you will see what I'm saying.
Something to you, my man. Go and read this.
Yes.
This one of the people them know. Coming on for them I watch and them know say away the Titans. But this,
yes,
so in an IMF itself,
the International Monetary Fund
is
has 191 member countries, which includes all member countries of the United Nations, except for North Korea, Cuba, and Taiwan. Example of IMF members countries including Argentina, Brazil, China, Egypt, France, India, Japan, and see you mentioned that China, right, is in there.
And
so you have to understand.
So well, I not so, but I think US put the most. Then you have a China, then you have a Japan. Then you understand? US you get a little more edge, but the whole of them in there you have to pay back their money. So when we are saying so Japan them a part of the IMF too, man. Cause I feel the money them lend out, you know. See, so we have to pay them back. So although them there, brother, is an international thing where when them lend money, them have to get it back. And the US alone, the whole of them. The whole of them. Them as the country make money, you know, brother.
Yes.
So they can get a little grant and them live for our own, you know. See?
Yeah.
But I pay money. The whole of them money. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember say IMF make up of the G7 group of countries, you know.
191.
Yeah.
Yeah, but them one they are the head buckle washer. And them control IMF.
Yeah,
G7
so,
group.
Yeah.
You understand?
America have the most saying. Look
right. And what I know, you know something more significant. You know them no borrow from IMF, a World Bank them borrow from, you know.
We know that, but me I said what remember the IMF, you know, remember countries put up their money for lend who borrow it, you know. And make profit.
IMF wasn't merely designed for third world country and African country.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
And that's why IMF carries so much austerity measure. Because IMF can't talk to them big boys country, you know.
No, for them money,
first world country. For them and the whole of them.
All right. Money to man from the IMF.
China have money in the IMF too.
Yeah.
China have money in the IMF too.
When the man squeeze, so I watch them too. Well, I watch one of them.
Yeah.
But not which one again, Byron? Not Korea.
North Korea.
Cuba.
North Korea no united. North Korea.
North Korea, Cuba. Yeah.
North Korea
is united.
Alright?
Everybody else tonight.
You have Japan and all them countries are united.
Do all of them for their money, man.
Yeah.
So they can't be better when they deal with we, you know, because when I leave them out in the way, I watch them, you know. Them like, oh, we call them, I call them name, and we I say, what you know. The one I want to make my money because we have a peer, you know.
Yeah.
Look at that, man. Not too
UK, them a part of IMF everything.
Exactly. You're perfectly right, Wayne. You're perfectly right.
You got to squeeze to man. From slavery days, they have the European country, them a bleed we out, you know. And them apartheid together.
Yeah.
They make money. That's why when they have a money and give a grant, you know, them not lose, you know, because the amount of profit they make on their money.
Yes.
IMF thing. So if they give a little grant, it doesn't little thing, they not lose the money.
They not lose nothing. They make more than with them. Hey, they make more.
You see what I
than with them give, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, what on the way and answer, Byron? Why you think them always run to Africa and third world country aid? Because we are the engine in them engine room. So they just get back we economy and trap because we are them slaves we are on the modern style, you know.
Yes.
And then I said, we know they make their money. When you want any money for Ballard, for their money.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
They want it back.
Slavery can't do, you know. But it's how you perceive slavery to be in this time. Slavery can't done until Africa and the Caribbean form a multinational investment scheme like IMF and World Bank and look after our own needs, black people needs. Slavery can't done.
Them nearly assassinate him.
Yes.
In 1976, when I from Barbados, I go, Cabana. airline.
Yeah,
Drop
Cuban airline. Them drop it.
How much them kill? Around 73?
73.
Yes. And then 83, them go for Maurice Bishop.
Right.
Grenada.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Byron, Michael man, they set up this with you see like how open him set up with the backside thing.
With the backside.
Him set up him a third world leader, brother.
Yes.
Him that set it up. So it did come in like a threat to the world. That's why when I see them up play politics with the Michael man, they get me upset, you know.
Exactly.
You can't play politics with them man there. Them man the international figure man.
Remember, said Michael wasn't only a prime minister, you know. He was a statesman for the world.
Yeah, man.
Cheer all time. Hey, all Nancy and Jones can't command the respect and authority of Michael upon the world stage, you know.
Yes.
Yes.
You never see Andrew speak as a guest speaker nowhere.
Them
not use him.
Andrew.
Them cannot use him.
Yes.
You understand? Because him not have enough substance where them go and look back on and say, well then, yeah, this guy, you know. Just like, all right, you see like how Mia Matley from down at Barbados, although she's a woman. Yeah, me know that, man. You see how she command the world stage, that's all them big country leader listen to her and listen to her keenly. And you know have them the profile, eh? And you doesn't have it. You understand?
But a matter of fact, the president does mash up our necks. One of them go fast both with drugs. And just silent. I see. I remember he's supposed to be the chairman I carry come on. The chairman I carry come on. People.
Venezuelan. Right. Venezuelan vessel with 6 members on board. I saw it.
Around 5 of them boat them mash up now and I know Angela said nothing.
Silent.
Come out, come talk, brothers.
Wait, you can't talk.
Eh?
You can't talk. You're crazy.
I remember said Venezuela. Hold on, brother. Remember said Venezuela, you know. It's bad between Caribbean and South America, you know.
Yes.
Just like Guyana, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah? So you should have hear Andrew come out and I say something. Andrew silent. Because Trump dropped something in a one Andrew investment.
Can't talk.
The man don't talk. Andrew, you need to come out and say something. Say something to Trump. He not say nothing enough.
You can't open him out, man. Andrew weak, you know. Andrew weak and pathetic, you know. That's why Jamaica don't need Andrew to be the prime minister. He's weak and pathetic. Remember, Andrew can't open him out, you know.
Yeah.
Andrew dare not open him out. If Andrew open him out on Trump, hey, if Andrew open him out to Trump, him going to prison tomorrow. Like Dodos. Me not ask you. Just make him say something. Hey, you see like how Trump then I'm last lap. Just make, hey, Andrew, just say fair and open your mouth and say something with Trump alive. And see if you're not gone. You extradite by a morning. Me not ask you.
You get a Noriega.
Oh, you mean? You extradite?
Get a Noriega.
That's why we know the guy not good for the country. You can't have your sovereignty law. Yeah? You can't have your sovereignty law and make a guy dictate to you. Yeah? In a certain terms of reference where you can't open your mouth and say nothing. Like in the reference of the Cuban doctor. Him not nasty tough tongue. Can't open them out.
I'm in a Andrew him at the chairman I can't come in a people. So Trump, one of the people over there report this just now. Trump say I him do it. See what him say? May I show you what him say? Look at. Trump say him authorized CIA in Venezuela, Maduro, as Maduro says no to regime change. Trump authorized CIA for look at him and say man think about some land strike with the drugs and the thing. Like come and act them now. I know me understand, you know. Because the paper them, you see them paper that when them dig by Iran, and them news media that them dig and say, hey, You know, say CIA in there, I look for a place to go strike. And Trump say, yes, me authorize it. Can I release it, you know? I say, of course, I authorize it. Me I look place to strike in Venezuela. And that's him saying, you know?
But But remember, say Trump moved some army personnel and equipment, you know, in Puerto Rico, you know.
Yes. But Gaston Brown say, him no want no extra in a film in Antigua. He reject it. They want to put some little thing over there and reject it. It couldn't be Andrew, you know. If them say, put dark tail, man. Yes, sir, real quick.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. Man, salute too. Man, salute.
Andrew is that, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Andrew no good. Andrew no good.
5 strike people. Yeah. When I read that, see there 5 strike now. See that? You can't see it? See that?
Yeah.
The US, you can't see it, man?
Yeah, man. US President Donald Trump has authorized the CIA to conduct covert operations inside Venezuela, provoking outrage from the South American nation leaders. But, you know, well,
I read by the 5 strike. We go on with more.
US has conducted at least 5 strikes on suspected drug carrying boats in the Caribbean in recent weeks, killing 27 people. US Air Force B-52 bombers also circled over the Caribbean Sea on Wednesday for several hours.
The B-52 serious.
Yeah, with me still, right?
Yeah.
You have to consider, you know,
the fish of works.
I mean, the viciousness of it. I mean, the human rights situation that being affected by Donald Trump. Because really and truly, I mean, what happened to due process? These persons, if they are carrying drugs, let me say that, if they are carrying drugs, right, investigation need to be done and they need to be prosecuted.
Yeah.
But Trump seems to be bypassing that way.
Yeah, and I wipe them out.
And that is very serious. It's a very serious trend.
Can I wipe them out? Just wipe them out and done. Can them a speedway, you know? But if you speed, them just missile, you know?
Yeah, but, you know, all right. What I am saying is
you're right when human rights, you know, human rights.
Exactly.
Right,
human rights concern.
Them can't speed going away, you have faster vessels, so you have a corner them. They might have to take overboard and stop and carry them in and prosecute.
Right, because no,
Trump
can talk anything, say, well, all right, drugs and rare, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't mean that is the truth.
Yeah, because them are zero in panic, you know, but you know, the people them like that are drugs.
Exactly.
So you can't stop them. Yes.
Due process, investigation and prosecution is there.
Yeah.
You see, Trump, what Trump deal with now, you know. Trump make sure no say him eliminate the human resource and eliminate the vessel as well. So a 2-in-1 strike, you know.
Yeah, but Byron just says still human rights. Yes.
But we know say it violate the due process of human rights.
Yeah.
You understand?
And some people that the big boy them packet in Jamaica, you know, we know. For when them here we are said this Byron. But the human rights part for true due process, because remember, they might run with that and some of them fling it overboard. That's why you see them come all over the place. But we them alive, you know. If them are, remember, you know, them are running down, you know. But like them are saying, I run them down no more. If we are stopping man, them are run for me. You just rise up one of them helicopter there, one of them gunship there and just knock it, you know.
Yeah.
You know? If you surrender, them don't knock you so still, but you don't need for knock them. Because them used to run it down, you know, by Byron. And them throw it overboard and them sink it. And you have to pick them up because you have to get the evidence. So them sink it.
Yeah.
Something. But when you start knock them now, the human rights part for real, if you deal with human rights, it's, you know, it's terrible. Speaking of human rights, look on this, Byron. Look on this. Play back this. Can I see this, Byron? Can I see it?
Yeah, man.
Watch it. Man, take a look on that. Look at my walk now. Him done planting him thing, you know. Let me show them that planting that. Up on here. Look at this. I'm moving. Look on this. Boy, I'm moving. Him lie down there, so him over. So nothing couldn't drop over and pocket him, use him right and push under a black bag. Look there.
Personal. My personal recordings.
By the way, Magla, you said the man give man him gun for all. Him have the gun in him hand. Him have that light in the right hand. Him pushing him body use him hand and push a clip. That not couldn't drop out. Look here. See, him has first of Magla. Him have the rifle there. See the light there, man, there.
Okay. No problem at all.
You should have took on the back knee. Now I'll show you nigga by that. Look. Look at the signal right there to the police. Look. That's him stop his hand. Look at him here. Look now. Come on, look at him.
You saw that the one there look on him?
No. Yeah. Look at his finger now. He give the finger sign. Them not
you see it, man. See there a while ago. Let that shit there.
The officer, we can get in the name, please. And which station and I attached to. The officers, can get in the name and which station and I attached to, please.
I want to know about him just touching on the shop. You see? So the clip neat under the back, Byron. The bag put up on the clip. All right. Look, let me show it better now. Look on it better. Look on it better.
But me want to ask a question.
I try to post. All right. You see, so the bag, the part of Ben it under, you know, it's a bag. This man sure says a bag, then put it under. Him push it under the black bag. The bag, the pan it, you know. Look
yeah,
at look now. See that, look. Look when I go pick it up, look. See that? Come under the bag. So the part of bag that they pan it. And they make the signal, look there.
Just check if no is in I want to them man,
the movements of this police guy are suspicious.
See, there's a bag. Yeah, they must say that look like clothes, Byron. Now, black bag,
yeah. Bag is a bag. See that? See the string them there. See that? It's a bag. It's a bag. Don't listen to Magla shit, you know.
It's a bag.
Magla shit.
See that, look. See you take off the bag there?
Yes, sir.
See the bag there is a black bag. Yeah, Magla tell about your safety and clothes.
Magla and the police to come talk to him, man. Magla is a Magla, you know.
Yes, man,
I kill them, the man kill them in the bar.
Yeah, man.
Some police right now say alone, so I say, I kill them, man.
And knock them one.
But Magla came out and say, the police see them as speed. Don't them that get a ticket? Say them agree, but them not going to use them no name. Them stop them no name and plant a clip. A clip cannot drop so neat and put and turn. That the bag, see it Byron, look here. This are the bag. This are the clip the banana part turning and see it Byron. So the bag, it not hang outside, you know. It not drop so it under it, so the part of the back might have show a little.
Well, Wayne, the clip cannot drop and go under the bag. It have to drop.
It cannot.
So that are the simple reasons.
And the JSCF come out and say these things, Magla. Eh?
Yeah. But Wayne, what is really sad about this, in terms of what you just presented, that you have police officers, right, would have conceived something like this in their head, just wanting to kill.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that, how do you struggle with yourself, knowing that you just frame someone to kill them?
Yeah, man.
What is going on in the country? Because if you are planting a magazine, right, so that now later you now can either call or set up the life of those in the vehicles.
Yeah.
Now, this sort of mindset they need to get out of the police force.
Yes.
Him should be fired immediately.
Yeah,
I know that due process is going to take place.
Him said that drop. See that? See me try it up there. Take a picture. See the bag there on the clip there.
Yeah.
And the banana part, the bed turning, and it does a neat. If they never look, they want to see it in the Bible.
Yes.
It did that. See there? Me brighten it up. See the bag there on top of it. It not outside there on the go outside, you know. It there under the bag. The bag there on top of it. So that's the back part you see as the front part of the bag there. It neatly push under. So he said them never did a look and just jump into the car, brother. Them did have an ex-police car pass, you know. And that did have stop them in a brother. If them not dead off, them get 15 years each.
So it seems like them youth now just go out there, them young youth just go out there and say, boy, tonight more for make a dopey, you know.
Yeah.
It just seems like a mission that then arm them the pan, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
No man, we can't have that in the police force.
Why dangerous?
We can't have that in the police force.
But panelists, when you have a guy like Richard Stewart being elevated to the post where him currently hold on as it relates to Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of crime, a known gang leader within the GSCF as it relates to the death squad.
Yes.
We in a big dilemma. We in a big shit pit with this guy. The youth them life not safe in a Jamaica no more. This guy Richard Stewart is hell bent and destroy the youth them from the ghetto to please Andrew Holness and his hierarchies. Yeah, Google 2 and the whole of them, you know. They are criminals. I mean, come on. If you have the Minister of National Security, yeah, who we know for a fact, yeah, is, what I call it now, the CEO of a gang in a Montego Bay, named Stone Crusher Gang. You understand? And them do all various activity like drugs trafficking and money laundering. Now we're talking about the Minister of National Security, you know. Now when you move and look on the Prime Minister, you know him tell lie, you know him in all type of Ponzi scheme corruption as it relates to defrauding investors of the money. Yeah? And you know say him do a lot of unscrupulous act with Jamaican taxpayers' money. So him a criminal again.
Yeah.
When you look on Nasi Google too, yeah, when them fast track into being the commissioner of police, a guy who does not hold the qualification for such what a privileged office, yeah. You know, he might come from a family background when they're good. The Ellington, they are criminals. Schoolboy Richie and all these things, they might touch together. So he might cut from a cloth that is not a good material. Google to me I talk about. Yeah? So you know, say him don't know nothing about the work more than to do the corruption side of things and Holness. Now when you look on Richard Stewart, where we know either the death of Wani British and Rifle. Yeah? And then one for now move on the weapon to an artist. Artists don't have to give thanks for a man like we, you know, man of the wilderness, you know, to come out, you know, and stand against corruption. As an artist, are gone, you know. That artist could have gone. You understand? So it just show you just say, Byron, how the man get the incentive to just destroy people, so.
Exactly.
What possess them to this level where them not care about life, or if you get prison sentence or your life ruined in a prison? What them get from it?
I don't know.
Because I can't see the beneficial side of this, you know. All I know is kill out Jamaicans. We not kill out who no do even see born yet because them people youth now get film multiply. No wonder them say the population drop from 2.8 to 2.7 now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because this is what we are see. Now Germany know have to come slap them with a travel advisory as well.
Yeah.
Because we Andrew now realize, you know, regardless of police are killed, there's too much killing going on in Jamaica. I remember the world, I watch the type of killing and know said them as tourists not safe either. You understand? Because them a watch and see someone that kill the youth, them and I tell lie. So I don't like the visitor them aside with the Andrew and them hierarchy them a go on with Google too and Richard Stewart, you know. Cause them forget about Sleepy Joe Crab. Them forget about Sleepy Joe Crab. You understand? Where them a concentrate on now is the younger portion of this regime, like Andrew, Google too, and Richard Stewart. No, you don't hear the Prime Minister come out and address not the way him say the security force of the country I do. I remember him as the father figure. Him supposed to be the father figure for the country, the chief of the servant. So him supposed to preside over everybody in that Jamaica rights. But Andrew don't say nothing. Andrew silent because Andrew a criminal. Andrew like where I go on. Because a revenge mission them depend, you know. And I go in at the PMP pocket them, you know. Yeah, and I kill out the people them from within the PMP pocket. Them now go on the GLP constituency go do this. Because it would have sent, you know, a backlash to the Jamaica Labour Party from its own supporters. When the way you see them go kill the youth them a PMP pocket. Yeah? Because the man them now act within the rights of the JCF to serve, protect, and reassure. See that UK joined Jamaica, Afghanistan, Kenya, and Andorra as Germany issue high-level travel advisory for fall 2025 with increasing risk in key travel hotspots. Yeah, man. Well, I mean, and just say him reduce crime to the lowest in a 30 years. Yeah? That's how I'm just saying, crime is down to the lowest in a 30 years. No other government has ever reduced crime like FEMA administration. And you lie till him can't lie no more. Yeah? And this is why I find it very inadequate to deal with a guy like Andrew Holness. I have about him.
So I have to cut you, brother. Tell him that that's the normal crime. I'm sure Andrew, you reduce this Andrew. What Germany say? Well, I'm so right, that's so.
018, make I can't read it, the film.
You can't see it, Pat? Byron?
All right. Germany has issued a travel warning for fall 2025 as global travel becomes more uncertain. The UK, Jamaica, Afghanistan, Kenya, and Andorra are all on high alert because the risks in these popular travel destinations are rising. The UK is worried about security because of terrorist attack and political unrest, while Jamaica is dealing with rising crime rate. Under Taliban rule, Afghanistan is still plagued by violence and kidnapping. Kenya is still very vulnerable to terrorist threat and political instability in some areas. Andorra, on the other hand, is still pretty safe, but there have been more Yeah, scroll up a little bit more.
Yeah, see that. So the man said fear, but yes, it's right. I see that.
All right. See that? I've been more petty crime and legal problem for travel. Germany is telling its citizens. So Germany want them citizens, you know.
But Jamaica rise crime rate. No follow what Andrew tell you. No follow him.
See it in the man. See it in the report there. See it in the report there. So when Andrew come out and talk about him cut crime and crime down to the lowest for 30 years, who Andrew think him a talk to? Andrew, remember you can't talk to me, you know. Because we are more student of the game than you. You're the little pixel tail boy rise up with it. You understand? You just rise up with it in Jamaica, you know. The wealth and knowledge when me and Lonesome and Byron have, you know, reached this yet. You can't study feet. You cannot study feet either. Because remember, you know, I just science you deal with the trick people, you know. The one that you love the monkey man so much. Science. And one subject to see appear on your resume. Yeah, as it relates to your time are you with. Science! The one that you love run up on the monkey man. Go get your jump start. You and the rest them. You understand? So you can't talk to about the intricacy of the politics from when it start evolve. Yeah? When your godfather, Siaga blind, start mash up Jamaica. Yeah? With the help of CIA and with paramilitary troop on the ground, using the CIA resource, burning down the evening tide, and attempting to assassinate Michael Manley and Robert Nesta Marley. You understand? And when you start light the place and fire the gunshot and get Jamaican citizens scared, because Jamaica never used to hear gunshot until Siaga introduced it. And a Joe business people, we never have no gun of fire about the place till Siaga, with the aid of the CIA, start to unleash this wrath of terror upon Jamaica. And we have never rid ourselves of that from our society. So the GLP is a fuel when it comes on to guns and ammunition. Them fuel that into Jamaica. High class here drugs, them fuel that as well. You understand? So you know we are come bullet straight round yourself.
Look on that.
All right. Center that, let me see it there.
It can have the with phone. I see that. So I don't want to go down, you know. Observer and the gleaner. So they move together to sign, you know, people, venture agreement. So when
them want to partnership now,
yeah,
one publication.
People. I'm not telling you, Jamaica mash up and down Jones.
Mash up, yeah.
Observer flop.
So how come? What on the way? What on now? So what this constitute? This not constitute independent journalism. When you merge two powerful.
All right, so them not have no viewership. Them not make no money. The people them broke. Andrew say I do good, but everybody broke. Gleaner can't stand up on the throne again. Neither observer.
No money they buy the Gleaner.
No one ink and press where them are press. Them have to join together to press them paper people. If you no go under, when you ever see that in Jamaica, everybody has to. And by the way, RJ now do good night them lose around 600 million with two-headed monster around there, you know. With what's the name, Byron?
Emily Shields. Emily Shields.
Yeah, two-headed snake and Taylor. You know, see around them now make the money. Them can't make the money with them people buy us. And I go run and follow Andrew Holness. So them I lose money too. We didn't lose around 600 million. Last year they move over 500 million, you know. So to add on around 600 them gone now. I'm not joking. It's there. Boss furniture lose, everybody else lose. I'm going to say the country grow. But we not see it.
Because him a grow. Him a grow. So the country grow. You understand? Andrew grow, man. To the tune of 36%. While Jamaica only grow 1. You understand? The Andrew dangerous, you know. But I like how everything, you know, a boy long to grave stage to him. Because we didn't want him about that 3rd term, you know. So it's going to be worst term.
And the worst.
You understand?
You come out and talk apart. Byron, we still have 5 minutes. We couldn't up this. Look at who come out and talk, Byron.
Yeah, man, then you must know the states, man.
U.S. drone strikes on vessels in Caribbean waters.
Not Andrew, no. Him can't
Not
come
Andrew.
back, can't talk.
Yes.
Andrew can't talk, man.
And I love how PGA. I didn't see that, but I love how PGA came out and partially speaking on the same thing. The same thing what I'm saying.
Yeah, human rights. Yes.
Human rights. You have to consider. I mean, come on.
Yes, human rights. Yes. Because somebody break the law, human rights. You can't just. Well, and you know, I come say nothing, you know, because him know it come for like a pat say no by because Andrew, you see the police have a plantal magazine and JC for you look at the guy named Magla come out and chat shit. But clothes. That is a black bag.
Hey, but
bullshit.
We and Sir Byron, because we know we're not stupid enough. Me don't know a policeman carry magazine in a top pocket.
No go so.
All right, then if it drop,
it not drop out like that. So if you are one,
cannot
drop. Your magazine drop.
The way tight.
Hey.
Let me tell you something. And this is why
it's heavy, you know.
But if it drop there, if it drop, if it drop out in pocket, it will drop on the seat or on top of the bag. It now go underneath the bag. And fit that way there. You understand? But this is why we have to come out, you know, and highlight some, you know, very fictitious appointment in some critical position. Like Nancy Dennis Brooke, Magla.
Yes.
Oh, Magla get that position there. And it costs taxpayers over $12.8 million a year. I'm here myself free money. Because I know not work.
Not work.
Magla boasts of the money are free money, you know.
Yeah, free money.
And that Magla make a macro for the salary.
Yeah, man, free money.
Free money, the man call it.
But him just get free money if he just say that thing the way him come and just tell 2 lies.
Senior strategist, superintendent.
Yes.
Senior superintendent strategist.
Police in a better.
Yeah.
The guy went Cameron, but real police. The guy Magla up in a film standard, you know. And Magla and the police in a better. And
Magla.
Thousands of police will do work better. Them can't go near Magla and can't tell us, move around there, so. And come around here. And he don't know nothing about policing. Then put him in the uniform to take out the money and pay him, you know. Him and the police, you know. Him not train him and the police.
Andrew want to consider it.
No, him for
you call him. Hold on, you call him.
Yes.
You call him appointment, a fictitious appointment. Those are Magla not get all of the money, you know.
Yeah, him and the police.
Magla not get all of the money. Magla's salary. Somebody have to go back to where it come from. To who appoint and pick him. Let me tell Jamaican people. Magla and the police, Magla could not get 12.8 million a year. A portion of that I go to who select him for the post. This is how the country run. Andrew use all human resource in a job selection to thief the country money. I remember no Magla alone used to get them upward mobility. Where you call upgrading a job status, you know.
Yes.
We see several more we can point it out. Trapper John I want to. Them use Trapper John as our project manager when the guy all right.
Yeah.
When the guy have a culinary art, something when struggle to even get it. And you know, so where them send him go? The Criminal University, Delaware. And the Keisha Mac go to, you know, and the Andrew go. I be a criminal guard, Delaware State.
Them not gonna them just get paper. Them not gonna wait.
Them go not gonna wait.
Them not gonna wait.
You understand? But it's all of them, you notice, the labor right them after them university that. But we know history tell us that university is a corrupted university who was charged.
Yeah. Some of things some come. Can we want to see who say them go there? You know, what things some monkey in tonight? Can them have nothing?
Yeah, man.
Yes. Yes. Anyway, brother.
You understand?
Byron, you close off.
Well, basically, what we are saying is just that we are in this space, Lonesome, and we give thanks to know that we have platforms like these that can rebut the lies, the deceptions, the misinformation, and the disinformation. So when they put it, their misinformation out there, we are here to correct the information and making sure that we are educating our people who continue to follow us and energize us, right? We'll be always here in the space, working hard to making sure that we provide and force a government towards checks and balance, good governance, right? Checks and balance and accountability.
Knocking. But, so the last word now?
Well, you know, the last word for me, you know, is that what I like to say, you know, them cases that we have in the melting pot quickly dissolve, you know. A man got prison and we get back some of the state money. Real Reid, yeah. Andrew Holness, yeah. And anyone else found in breach of illicit enrichment. They all must be tried swiftly, and we don't waste none of so much of we resource, yeah, with them garbage, yeah. Because years now we highlight them as criminal. And I mean, the Integrity Commission have all that it needs for Andrew and Real Reid as well. You understand? And many more. Yeah. So we want to know now when the gag order will come off, because we want to hear about the next 10 too. But we'll wait with bated breath. You understand? So I say to my people, peace, love, and courage, goodwill to all men and women. And you know, just have a wonderful weekend. Keep safe. Yeah, man, preserve life, because life is is of a premium. Now in Jamaica. Yeah, we have to be very careful with it. You understand? And that is Death Squad administration where Richard Stewart run. You have to be careful, yeah? Just take on and take on the time, take on hand out and lie on them out, please. We there and beat the fire phone. Yeah, but don't make them crush, you know, because that will see them depend, you know. Yeah? Crush and destroy. And that's how Andrew Holness, you know, employ for Jamaican people. Crush and destroy. Andrew, you're a prime minister. Relinquish your post. Pack your bag and go.
No, but yeah, this Andrew, we see a laugh after we see status. One more. One more, we want on them. Immortal, nobody know.
Very out of order. Infictitious. Infictitious. Infictitious, man. Infictitious. Sir Byron. Byron, I make the note for Andrew for next week.
Well, remember, so I have to deal with him tomorrow, you know. After we beat him, you understand, we send him over.
Yes.
We have to deal with him tomorrow.
Andrew bright out of order, man. Bright and bright, man.
With a big old cutter. One more
We're going to deal with him.
Andrew.
I want to know who boots him. Yeah. I want to know who boots Andrew make him run out. So when the Andrew Jlp, you know, coming like a shame of my kind, him can't face Jamaica public and thief the election. Him hide for a whole month.
Yeah.
Andrew going to hide him for a whole month.
Yeah.
Can't face the public after him thief the election.
The biggest thing is so much homeless people, brother, are the reality. You think you can just get up and be able to put them back in some job that them can work.
Yeah, man.
And build up. If you continue to do this, you can't just feed them so they are dead out on the road. It's not going to look good on the economy on the night.
No.
Exactly.
And most people lose them little place so them rent and everything. Them have the money, them can't buy food. You see, so the country mash up. More
we that tell them, brother. We that tell them.
Admit it to the people, them speak better English than in bushrat. Yeah,
bushrat. Hold on, bushrat shouldn't even go near politics, you know. Bushrat are criminal, you know. Bushrat used to walk with them bone and up on them back.
Yeah, man. You just
okay.
Bushrat that's
yeah. Bushrat know a lot of things. Yeah. We're happening in our film region there, you know. Serious thing too.
Bushrat. We can ask about evening tide. What you know about evening tide, sir?
You know a lot.
Ask a quick, simple question. What you know about evening tide, man?
He knows a lot.
People there.
Boy, I know too much.
But you go
know too much about evening tide.
You see when the fire start, Bushrat? You dream about them people out there.
Him know when it start, when him not gonna see him know when it start. You see, no wonder, hey, no wonder you see Bushrat live till him start look like a ghost, you know. Cause the whole of them old people there, dopey them on Bushrat. You see Bushrat a living ghost. A living ghost.
We don't talk, you know. Your brothers, hey, let me just remind the people them one thing, though. Let me just remind them this. Remember the first that I come up, 80s, 90s, the Kirk and more arts and Canada. Who can come to Canada, make it in St. Lucia? The one we are powering. Now, next one, I come man, you get to the ticket, we get to the thing up there, ticket online and everything. So, the first at Canada, the 29th at St. Lucia. Only can't miss none of them show there. Yeah? All right, we're there. Brothers.
Blessings.
I'm out.
Bless yeah, man. Out.
All right, bless.
Yeah, man.